Yo, so it's a Sunday right now. I'm making my bed just to start the week off good tomorrow. It's currently a weekend. Yeah, I just said it's Sunday. God, this is a pain in the I hate making my bed. This is like worse than leg day. Like, this sucks, man. In the last 2 days, I've ran like nearly 40K. So I did a 27K run yesterday and then did an 11K run today with my mom. So tomorrow I'm gonna be starting my outreach. I'm gonna be like, I usually like to start at 6 a.m., but it's already like 11. So I'll probably be starting at 7 instead, 7 or 8. But either way, like if I can sleep more and end up getting the same amount of output done, it kind of makes sense than just like, sleep deprived, work through it. But if I just got 2 more hours of sleep, I'd work better anyways. So yeah. We got a mosquito. What the fuck is that? That's a mosquito. Oh, you dumb bitch. So, yeah, that's tomorrow. And anyways, the reason why I turned on the camera, because I was thinking about like my business, and I think this is really gonna work, even if these 100 detailers who are selling Icon Rocklear like all decline me. I think it's still gonna work. And the reason why is that my big play here, I just watched a cold call video of someone selling websites, cold calling people without websites to sell them websites. And I know I'm not shiny object syndrome fucking, I'm gonna start selling websites. But it was a low ticket offer and they were super easy closes because like, it's like fucking $100 a month, $200 a month, and he will host it for you. And he's basically making like templates, He's got one template, and for every business he calls, he just changes the logo, and then, he doesn't even do that first. He fucking calls them, says that you can't even see me. He calls them, says, hey, I made this website for you, let's hop on Zoom, I'll show it to you later. And then he probably changes the logo then and shows it to them. Anyways. And I was thinking, what I want to do is eventually get into like having a low ticket software for detailers where I make like explainer animated graphics specifically for their shop. So custom intros, custom outros, custom custom like animations. So when explaining like, the risks of not getting PPF, and you mention rocker panels, A pillars, B pillars, C pillars, front bumper, headlight, front lip, headlight mirror, whatever, have graphics that kind of like highlight each part and then show like a rock hitting it or something, like graphic animations that explains the product rather than just like, oh, this is what our product does, and here's some random fucking B-roll of some guy applying like an unrelated thing or something, so that these shops can basically like drag and drop into their own videos and like $100 a month subscription, and they basically have access to like a library of this shit. And that's my goal. I gotta test the market before I make this, because that's like what this guy did. He cold called them once they got on, then he basically showed them that it was done. He didn't make it first. He cold called, got the confirmation, then he did it. But what I do is basically build a library of these animations, cold call these people, and be like, hey, I made a custom animation for your shop, which you can literally drag and drop on top of the current ad you have, and it will just make it 20% better. And customers will understand the product you're trying to sell. It's more engaging, so more people will watch the ad, so you'll get more leads. People won't pepper you with as many questions asking like dumb shit like, what's a rocker panel? What's an A-pillar? Is PPF covered? Like, when you mean front-end PPF, do you mean just the bumper? Or do you mean the roof? Or do you mean a third of the hood? Or do you mean the full hood? Or do you mean headlights? Is headlights included? Is rims included? all of this shit I can just make animations for that highlight the exact zones that they're talking about, whether they're talking about partial PPF on top of full body icon raw clear, or they're talking about specific damage points on a vehicle that are exposed. I can make all of these things, and I can make them custom with different colors for each shop. I can include their logo somehow, you know? And I think that could be such an easy sell, is like, you already have videos, you're already running ads. Just drag and drop these animations in your current fucking folder, and boom, your ad is 20% better. And here's one for free. And if you want more, if you want another one, you can pay $100 a month. But I only show them the free one once I'm on the call with them. So it's like a guaranteed sales call. And the offer is like, yeah, $99 a month, and you get 3 every single month, or $200 a month and you get like unlimited. So everyone just goes for $200 a month. And then, what is that? 5 clients is 1,000, and that's 50 clients and I'm making $10K a month. And what is that? Like basically passive. I mean, all I have to do is like fucking like sit down like Monday and Wednesday and just like make a new animation, put it on the fucking library, and then just go new animations uploaded, have at 'em, and then just get a contract in place where if you aren't subscribed and you're using the animations, I fucking sue your ass.
The way that this isn't a shiny object and it's just like another thing on my service is I'm still going to do the custom ads.
But like I can build you an ad from scratch. That's the upsell, which is what I'm already trying to push towards these raw clear people. So at the moment, I've got my lead list, and I'm going to go through that lead list, and I'm going to commit to what I said, try to pitch them on the $1,500 setup fee plus $1,000 for that. But if no one's interested, I'm going to contact the same fucking people.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to contact the exact same people, and I'm going to hit them with my new $99 or $200 a month offer.
And if they're not interested, I'm going to go to, as I've done, every single car detailer in the fucking country, in the fucking world. Why should people care about the UV harm on your paint? What does that actually mean? What does it look like? Can you show me a graph where it shows the paint or the clear coat diminishing, and then versus clear coat that's protected with ceramic coating over a 10-year horizon of UV damage, and the clear coat, the fucking ceramic coating one, is like this, and the unprotected one is like this, and it clearly shows that if you're unprotected, it just goes down even faster. A simple animation like that. Oh, that's why I should get ceramic coating. Or, you know, do you really need full body PPF? Well, let's think about it. If you get full body PPF, it's $7,000 to $9,000 and you have to cover your entire fucking car. Why the hell do you think that your rear bumper or your hood, your fucking roof that's 6 feet in the ground, 6 feet in the air, needs the same amount of protection as your front bumper? So don't get full body PPF, get front end PPF and get full body icon raw clear. And I can explain that through a graphic. Any shop that sells PPF, any shop that sells ceramic coating, any shop that sells graphene coating, any shop that sells icon raw clear, any shop that sells some sort of liquid PPF can benefit from this. Anyways, tomorrow morning we are going to be hitting some fucking outreach. I'm going to contact 50 people, and then yeah, the day after probably do follow-ups and maybe some cold calls depending on what people reply with. All right, I am going to reach out to, I gotta ask ChatGPT to figure out how many Instagram DMs you can send cold before like your account starts getting flagged and shit. But my account has been around for a while. It's without a doubt like warmed up. Like I have to do work on Instagram. Like this is terrible. Like clavicular being frame logged by the ASU frat leader on my screen as I'm trying to get some fucking work done. I think I'm gonna change this too to like some boom. Okay. So it definitely needs a bit of like a lint roller. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if that's visible if I record myself. Hey man, so I know you suck at marketing, but basically I want to help you out a bit. Here we go. Hey Billy, I'm Alistair. I specialize in positioning and creatives for Icon Rocklear. Hey Billy, my name's Alistair. I specialize specifically in positioning for creatives for Icon Rocklear, and I noticed that.
Hey Billy, I'm Alistair. I specialize in positioning and creative specifically for Icon Rocklear. We've helped generate nearly 1,000 installs for a shop up here in Canada, and so I've seen what actually, holy fuck, this is way. Hey Billy, my name's Alistair. I specialize in creative specifically for Rocklear. We've helped generate nearly 1,000 installs for a shop up here in Canada, so I've seen what actually drives buyers to book rather than waste your time. I noticed you're approved for Rocklear, but you're not actively pushing it with any ad campaigns, so I do just want to let you know I have a low commitment way you could start testing it without locking into a big agency retainer.
And I know. Hey Billy, I'm Alistair. I specialize in. Hey Billy, I'm Alistair. I specialize specifically in positioning and creatives for Icon Rocklear. We helped a shop up here in Canada generate nearly 1,000 installs in the past 2. Hey Billy, I specialize. Oh, no one cares. Wait.
Hey Billy, my name's Alistair. I specialize specifically in positioning and creatives for Icon Rocklear. We helped a shop up here in Canada sell 1,000 installs in the past 2 years.
Hey Billy, my name's Alistair. I specialize specifically in creatives and positioning for Icon Rocklear. We helped a shop up here in Canada do nearly 1,000 installs in the past 2 years, so I've basically seen exactly what needs. Okay, it sounds so fucking scripted, it's awful. Hey Billy, I'm Alistair. I specialize specifically in position. Hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy. Hey Billy, 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 hey Billy. I noticed you're Rocklear approved, but you're not currently running any meta ad campaigns for it. Now, we've helped a shop up here in Canada do nearly 1,000 installs in the past 2 years, so I've really seen what actually drives buyers to book. And I will tell you that there is a low commitment way for you to start pushing this product without spending thousands on some big agency retainer. But I do know that you guys get pitched all the time, so I'm not going to send it over without your permission. However, if you do want to hear more, just drop me an okay or a yes, and I'll send you the details. Thanks, man. I think we got it. Hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, fuck. Hey Billy, my name's Alistair. Hey Billy.
I noticed you have Icon Rocklear exclusivity, but you're not currently running any
This Billy guy has no idea how many He's just not even gonna reply, is he? He's not even gonna open it. Hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, my name's Alistair. Hey Billy, I noticed you guys have Icon. Hey Billy, 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 hey Billy. Fuck! Hey Billy, my name's Alec. Hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy. Generate nearly 1,000 Icon Rocklear installations. Hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, hey Billy, my name's Alistair. I noticed you guys have Icon Rocklear exclusivity, but you're not currently running any meta ad campaigns for it. Now, I've actually helped a shop up here in Canada do nearly 1,000 Icon Rocklear installs in the past 2 years, so I've really seen what drives buyers to actually want this product. Now, there is a low commitment way for you to start pushing this without spending thousands on some big agency that's just gonna take your money. But I know that you guys do get pitched constantly. So I'm not gonna dive in without your permission. However, if you do wanna hear what I have to say, just drop an okay or a yes, and I can send you more details below. Take care, man. Have a good one. I think I'm just gonna fucking send it. I'm just gonna look at my fucking camera roll. This is ridiculous. Look at that. I started here. Look, it's just my face. It's just my fucking face. Look at this. So that was like pretty easy. I could record all of these, but bro, I need like 6 SD cards if that's gonna happen. Shop up here in Canada, generate nearly 1,000 installs. Yo. So I was on Facebook trying to get the fucking first name of this third business, so I did another one off camera, and the guy already responded, and he was like, yes, please. Thanks for reaching out. So I gotta send him more details right now. So I gotta quickly draft this Miro board up. I gotta fucking lock in here. I gotta lock the fuck in. Okay, let's go. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Okay. Shop's not running ads. Okay. Hey Wyatt, I appreciate you being open to new ideas and strategies. Just so you know, I am here to sell you something. So if at any point you feel like I've overstepped the line, just stop watching the video, let me know, and we're all good. Basically, I help Icon Rocklear installers stop wasting time on the phone with buyers who are skeptical about Rocklear and pepper them with a ton of questions who are never going to buy anyways, and instead start talking to buyers who already understand the product and are ready to purchase and move forward. Sweet, so let's get started. So first of all, as I mentioned, this is our most recent case study. We've worked with them for the last 2 years, getting over 1,000 installs, a 10 to 19x return on ad spend, 20 to 40 installs a month, and the creatives we made 2 years ago are still profitable for today, generating appointments. If you want to see more info about my service, you can check out the website here, standoutcontent.ca. But how this can help you is I noticed you have a Facebook page, not with a lot of posts. That's completely fine. If you actually want to make money, it's all about the Facebook ads, not the organic stuff. So completely fine. But the first 3 things that I see businesses make mistakes on when running ads are these. First off, they position Rocklear like it's an upgrade from ceramic coating, not a completely different category. People keep comparing Icon Rocklear to ceramic coating, and frankly, I think that's pretty stupid. They're completely different products for completely different use cases. So as soon as buyers hear coating and ceramic coating comparison, the first thing they're going to do is compare price and go with the cheaper option. The second thing are regional pain points. This shop right here, they're in Calgary, Alberta, in Canada. The reason why someone buys Icon Rocklear there compared to someone buying it in Florida for their McLaren are completely different. So in Pennsylvania, for example, you guys deal with a lot of winter salt and brine, which leads to corrosion, which leads to resale loss. We want to hone our ads on if you buy Icon Rocklear, you won't get corrosion on your vehicle, meaning when you do want to sell it, you can sell it for a higher price. So buying Rocklear is the financially sensible option. The third thing is your current framing capping your average ticket value. A lot of people think that, I'm just going to target every single vehicle and every single type of buyer with Icon Rocklear. What you really want to do is identify your most profitable vehicles. For most of my clients in a lot of rugged areas where the weather's pretty harsh, it's trucks. Truck owners love Icon Rocklear because they want to beat the hell out of their vehicles while being able to maintain the shine and also its resale value. The other thing which I've noticed is massive for shops is pushing some sort of PPF plus Icon Rocklear combo. Think about it. You don't need full body PPF. Think about it. No one buys full body PPF unless you're an absolute enthusiast. For everyday drivers, front end partial PPF with full body Icon Rocklear is going to give you the best protection for the best price while giving your shop, Wyatt, the best margins for installs. So that's the first 3 things I would do if I was making ads for your brand. And if you would like to hear more, we can schedule a call either later today or later this week. Just let me know. Give me an okay, yes, something like that, and I can drop the link for you to book it. Appreciate your time, man. Take care. All right, so it's fucking 11:30, so we've been working for 3 hours already, and we have somehow only sent 4 cold DMs. Why is that? Well, we had to adjust the script a bit, when you first make it, and then you go to read it for real the first time, you're like, damn, it's way too long. So I adjusted it, and took me a lot of takes to get it right, because I'm terrible at reading scripts, but we got it. We got 4. We got a 25% positive reply rate so far, and a 50% open rate, and potentially more based on how these other people reply, if they reply. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought I was going to be getting 50 done today. I doubt it. I think I'd be lucky to get 15 done. 10 is a good goal. If I can just like get the flow going and start ripping them, then we're good. But the other good thing is that at least I know what I have to do to scale my business. It's just make these DMs. And sure, I might run out at some point for Icon Rock Leader leads specifically, but when I get to that point, I figure out a way to pivot. I figure out a way to change the service so it's applicable to more leads. And then boom, we go again. But either way, like, this is the start of the lead list. And I don't need to make 10K a month from outreach. I can make like 5K a month from outreach. Once I'm at 5K a month, I can start running ads or something. You guys are seeing me build this thing in fucking real time. Last time, I literally didn't even know, like, what the fuck I was doing with my business. Now, and then I figured out after a call with my mentor, and now I figured it out, and then I built it, and now I'm taking action to get clients. So within 1 week, I went from I got no idea what I'm going to do to here's an entire website, here's an offer, here's a problem I solve, and now I'm starting outreach in 1 week. So who knows where I'm going to be by Friday. By Friday, I'd like to have gone through my entire list of leads and at least outreached once. And then do some follow-ups as well and everything. But I think there will be a reality where I run out of Icon Rock Leader leads and I'm only able to make, 3,000-5,000 a month off the current ones. Who knows? Hopefully more. Hopefully I can get to 10 just by them. But I think the only way that I'm going to scale into other markets is by like maybe offering the same thing. I'm not sure. Maybe I do the low ticket thing. Maybe I stick with the setup fee and whatever. Maybe I, something like that. But either way, car detailing is the thing. I feel like this low ticket idea though is so like juicy to me. Like just having to make a few animations every month. I'm not like working with clients directly. I kind of work on the product, and then like the clients have access to it. So it's not like I'm dealing with like, like I don't need to do revisions or anything for that. It's a fucking, like it's a stock footage site basically. So I think either way, that's what I transition into. So even if I'm at 3K a month with the Rock Leader people, I might start building up that animation library to start selling to other people. Anyways, for breakfast, we are having 3 eggs, some pulled pork. Let me show you the pulled pork. Oh, that scared me. I thought those, look at that. We got the pulled pork in there. So, eggs with pulled pork and fucking Parmesan on top with some toast. I mean, come on. That is a meal. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. I do think this should work. Like, I should be able to get like at least 5 clients from this Rock Leader thing. Boom, bada bing. Check that out. We got the French press. We got the fucking carnitas on that hoe. Damn, we got the buttery bread. Woo! This one gonna be good. It's fucking popping off, boys. I feel like a fucking hot chick on Instagram right now. Holy fuck, boys. Look at that. We got 2 messages. Waiting my reply. That is the most amount of messages I've had waiting for me to reply in like 7 years. That's fucking sick, boys. Holy fuck. We got another guy who replied too, but he's in some financial circumstances right now, so unfortunately he is definitely not qualified, but if he's able to turn things around, then there's a good chance that I end up getting him too, or I get him at least interested, but for now he's definitely not qualified. But we got 2 people who do seem interested that just fucking messaged me. My phone went like whoop, whoop, twice, which is sick. And I think I've only outreached, let's see how many people I've done outreach for so far. So 15 people I've done outreach for out of about 73 leads in total. We got like a positive response on Facebook, and then I sent the video, And for some reason, he just like didn't reply after the video, which is weird. So I don't know, maybe he forgot or some shit. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go record the VSLs for these people who replied so I can send them the more info. But yeah, it's going good so far. All right, we're done for the day. It's like 5:30 right now, so not quite a 10-hour day, like a 9-hour day. Not bad. Doing outreach though, so it's like a move the needle sort of thing. I only did like 16 cold DMs in 9 hours, which is crazy. But then again, they're pretty personalized. Like I got to record every single one. I just realized I was looking at the screen, not the lens. It probably looked weird. They're pretty personalized. They're pretty good. I'm getting good responses. I got the stats open right here, so I'm going to show you right now. But the way I view this is like I'm getting enough positive responses in one day where it's kind of like I feel the pipeline is starting to fill. And imagine if I compound this onto 10 days and all of a sudden I got day 1 follow-ups hitting me back up at day 10 while I have day 10 leads responding. And so I'll just like have this ever going cycle and it will start to really pick up, kind of like a snowball rolling down a hill. So I do think that cold DMs mixed in with cold calling, like I'm going to have to cold call some of these guys because my message won't reach them. But the mix between personalized cold DMs and cold calls seem to be a good way to go. It's pretty cool that I'm doing outreach again. I mean, like, I remember setting this up when I was fucking starting my agency, having this big Google sheet with a ton of names and calling people and not knowing what to say and messing up the script and everything. And oh my God, he responded. Now I have to quickly do the next message. What do I say? What do I do? And, you know, it's like a roller coaster. It's pretty interesting. I kind of like it. Here's where we're at with the stats. My arm was getting really tired right there, if you couldn't tell. Almost there. Come on, let me put on fucking manual focus. What the fuck? I fucking hate how I can't focus on things close up. There we go. So we've got 16 cents. 5 of them have seen my P2P, which is the permission to pitch, so my initial message. Yeah, 31% response rate from my initial message, which actually isn't bad at all. That's like 1 in every 3 people I send a message to will reply. Like 1 in every 4, basically. 1 in every like 3.1 or some shit. And then from there they reply, and then I send them the VSL. Like, I'm gonna have to refine this. Like, this thing is a fucking mess. Like, this thing's, like, look at how terrible this is. Like, it's a mess. Like, the way I track shit is, like, no one's replied to the VSL yet. But I have had a couple people want to book a call.
I know you're super busy, so I don't want to waste a bunch of your time, but before I go off in the wrong direction, is it all right if I just ask you a couple of questions to make sure that I'm explaining the right stuff?
Right, that's a good one. So, like, easy transitions to the questions I'm going to ask him, so it's not, like, robotic.
If they ask for the price, hey, I just want to know the price, then just say, oh, absolutely, to get you the best, lowest price. I just need to ask you a couple of questions to make sure I'm giving you exactly what you need.
Yeah, that makes sense, because if he's asking about the price, he wants it to be low, so you kind of cater to his needs there. There's a decent amount of protein, like 190 grams of protein today, pretty good. Gonna have like a yogurt bowl with this too, but at the moment, usually I would, I'm just gonna talk quiet because my dad's sleeping. Usually I would, watch like YouTube or something while eating, but since I'm on this like 14 days on, 4 days off sort of monk mode routine thing, I'm literally just listening to a podcast right now instead. You can't see it, but it's the Founders podcast where he goes over the autobiography of Rockefeller. So pretty good info. My mom actually put me on to Founders. It's really good. You should check it out. It's a good podcast. Just preparing for my call tomorrow because I got that call tomorrow at 8 a.m. my time. It's currently like 10:40, so I'm not going to get much sleep. But I got a whole sales script out the way with Mike Jasper. He did it for completely free, which is nuts. So tomorrow I'm going to review it, and the sales call is at 8 a.m., and hopefully I can close them. That'd be fantastic, so let's see how it goes. See you tomorrow morning. Okay, the call's in 2 minutes, so I'm gonna make a coffee and let's get fucking hype, boys. Let's fucking go.
Guess I told him made it to the spot. I made a lot of amount of time. I can't be staying on.
Yeah, so do 12 o'clock. Where are you located, by the way?
I'm in Vancouver, BC, so I'm just
so you're
3
3
hours
hours
behind.
behind.
Yeah. All right. I guess we gotta wait an hour. What the fuck am I gonna do in an hour? We'll do more outreach. We'll do outreach. Let's go. Let's get warmed up. Yo, so I think I'm low-key a genius. I think I just came up with the best cold DM follow-up strategy of all time. What do you think? I mean, you're telling me. Okay, he didn't reply, but I did my meme follow-up of Pablo Escobar. That's so funny. I did this. Pablo Escobar with a dirty SUV in the background and wearing Icon Rocklear stuff, and he replied. So I am going to send that over right now. Fucking sick. Let's go. Okay, let's fucking go. This is sick. Hey,
Hold on, let me just get this. What's going on?
so you got a minute. You're not as drowned as you were this morning.
No, I'm good now. I have a few minutes to chat.
Sweet, man, sweet. Well, yeah, I mean, I know you're busy, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I'd just like to basically first get to know a bit more about you and your business. Do you think you could give me some info on like when you kind of started with this?
2019.
Right, okay. And what's been so far like your favorite thing about running it?
Money. More employees. I want to have more locations one day. I want to have everything.
Perfect, okay.
If it financially makes sense, then yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. So it would be also to grow and expand, but also internally with increasing your actual margins per service. So both sort of growth.
Correct.
Gotcha. And what would that most profitable service be?
Probably ceramic and icon.
Okay. Which one do you think takes the cake?
Probably icon.
Okay. Okay. If you could replace all of your ceramic appointments with Icon, would you do that?
I already do that.
You would. Good man. So what do you currently do for advertising for Icon and ceramic?
We're trying to get now into like SEO and Google marketing. I mean, we've just been running it solely off of Meta forever, but I want to explore other options as well, right?
Right. Okay. So would you say like what's been working lately then? You've been doing Meta. Okay. How so? Like how has it been working? Like has it been working well? Could it be doing better?
The downfall we have with Meta is our creatives. I mean, we have good creatives, but I mean, it's just creative. It's the creation of the creatives that takes too. Like we just never have time to keep updating our creatives. That's really all.
Right. So it's a turnaround issue.
Correct.
What about quality?
The quality of the leads.
Quality of the creatives, just because that's what came to mind.
I mean, some of them. I mean, I don't think they're bad. I think it gets right to the point. It explains to the client exactly what it is. Could it be better? I'm sure. I mean, I think everything in life can be a little bit better, right?
Of course, of course.
There's always room for improvement.
That's why you're a business owner.
Correct.
Do you find that he might be spending a bit of time like educating them?
A lot of the time, yeah, of course.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, because nobody knows of the product, right? So a lot of it comes down to education.
Right. Okay. But ideally, if you could get that done before they call, then that's beneficial.
Of course, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay.
There's going to be that dumb person that calls that has no idea, right? What exactly do you guys do?
Yeah, so I'm definitely getting down to that. I mean, it sounds like so far what we do could be something that's interesting for you because we specifically focus on the creatives and actually positioning them in a way where the buyers call basically pre-sold and also pre-educated. So they already understand the product. They don't need to say, oh, well, let me think about it because one shop offered me a ceramic. Because the way I view it is Icon Rocklear is completely different from a ceramic coating. And if you have buyers calling you and choosing a ceramic over Icon, then your framing is wrong in the advertising.
Yeah, no, dude, I agree with you. I fully agree with you.
So we'll get into that in a bit. The main thing about the creatives is we don't need to make a ton of them because I've been making Rocklear creatives for nearly, I think, 2.5 to 3 years now. And so I've basically made 50 to 100 of these things. So we've done the testing. We've tested dozens of creative angles, hooks, regional pain points, offer combinations, visual animations for explaining benefits specifically for Rocklear. So we don't build generic detailing ads. We build creatives that are proven to work. So you don't need to spend a bunch of time testing a bunch of creatives, you know. Working with a brand new agency making Rocklear creatives, it's going to take them 2.5 years to get to the point that I'm at right now.
Of course.
Okay. Well, perfect then. Based on what you basically told me, here's kind of what I'd recommend based on volume and what it would cost as well. So we build your Rocklear positioning system, the hooks, the messaging, creative angles, and offers designed specifically to attract those motivational pain points which Rocklear buyers resonate with. And either you or your media buyer would simply deploy them into your ad account, just, you know, turn off the old ads, put in the new ones, super simple. And our partnership is a $1,500 setup fee, and then only $1,000 per month for every month after that.
And you set up, or if I just set up another call with you to call back when he's done. I was like, did he tell you what time he's going to be done? You know what, dude? Can we set up a call today for 2 p.m.? Is that possible? And at least I can guarantee, because Aiden will be back. I know he has a meeting here today at 1:30.
So that went well. I think that sales call went well. Here we go. We got call with the top G here. Yo, what's going on, Mike?
Hey, so when I start off, I usually say, like, is there anyone else that needs to be included on this call?
Okay, so you don't think I've fucked it up yet. I just got to redo the sales script with this. Today's work is done. Started at 6:30 a.m. It's now 5:49 p.m., so a decent work day, nearly 12 hours, like 11 and a half, just barely 11 and a half. The responses today were much weaker than yesterday. Yesterday I got way more responses. I have no idea why. It's a Tuesday compared to a Monday. It doesn't really make sense. I haven't even got any like opens. Like no one's even like reading my messages. I don't know why. So it might be pretty cold call heavy. Who knows? Crazy. Hopefully tomorrow they open the messages. If not, who knows? Yeah, I should be able. I've got about 27 more before I start hitting the French people. I don't really want to talk to the French people yet. So 27 tomorrow, just under 30 is my goal for tomorrow, along with some follow-ups. And I'm going to rinse through everyone until I have at least no's. And then cold calls for the people who didn't even open it. And then boom, we're going to have to see. So I'm just so tired. There's not much to say about today. It's like I had a meeting, but it wasn't great. It was like good in some parts, bad in others. No real like decision right now. It's just like move on to the next. I'm going to have a bit of a pre-workout snack. Then I'm going to go to the gym. Probably take a cold shower right now to wake up a bit. Then have a pre-workout snack. Then go to the gym. We got pull day. I talked to someone today, and they said they got pitched another agency for Rocklear pitched them. They said it was Rocklear and PPF, and it's like, what the fuck? I didn't think any other person was advertising for Rocklear specifically. Like, I thought I was like the most experienced in the market. I might just be tripping. I legit have like nothing. Like, I literally have nothing to my name. Like, feels like every single fucking time, no matter what I try, I just can't gain traction. It feels like this shit is just like not meant for me. I've just never got any idea what to do. The only thing certain in my life is like the whole fitness shit. That's pretty much it. I mean, without that, I literally got nothing. I just hate all this fucking bullshit. I mean, like, you try something new, and it just feels like it's not going anywhere. You think it's gonna be quick, and it never is. that's basically where I'm at. Yes, it's a reality I gotta accept. Said it's not gonna be quick. And I'm basically wasted 2.5 years for nothing. And this is gonna take another 2 years to get any traction. So I'm lucky. I guess this summer's wraps. I'm not going out, I'm not going to the World Cup, I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm just gonna be inside in my basement working. I guess that's how it works. Fair enough. Yo, so it is morning of Wednesday right now, the day after that sales call I had. That guy got back to me who said that he needed to speak to his partner. And he said, spoke to him, I think we will pass for now. It's not really what we currently need. Of course. I mean, when you get on a sales call and you don't have both business owners present, or you don't ask if there is another owner, this is going to happen 100% of the time. Oh yeah, let me speak to the guy, and instead of running them through your entire fucking sales process, which took 15 minutes to dig out a ton of pain, he goes, yeah, there's some guy, and there's like you get like a video, and yeah, it's $1,000. And it's like, yeah, no shit, he's not gonna buy. Like, just let me fucking talk to him. Jesus Christ, man. Other than that, I'm getting literally like 0 response on, like, most people aren't even reading the messages. I've had some, but most aren't, to be honest. Either way, I'm kind of losing hope. I'm not letting it influence my actions, but I just gotta keep going, basically. I gotta keep going. My goal by the end of the week is to have the Icon Rocklear niche validated. 61 installers that I can contact that should be qualified. And so I'm basically just gonna have to go through all of them and make sure they've all been verified. So today I'm gonna try to finish the list of ones I can send DMs to. Yeah, and then once I've sent all the DMs that I can to everyone, then it's going to be time to do follow-ups there. But if none of them are replying, none of them are opening the stuff, then I'm just going to cold call them. Because if they're not even seeing it, then I'm not going to write them off as a bust lead, you know. But then I don't know what I'm going to do next, you know. Ali, shut the fuck up. Like, just do what you're meant to. Like, okay, I'm gonna go make a shit ton of videos for these installers and see if any of them bite. That's what I'm gonna do now, and we're not gonna worry about what's next. Testing, motherfucker. Okay, so just finished with outreach for cold DMs. Basically the first message for everyone. So that's a total of 58 shops who speak English. There's a ton of people in Quebec, but I hate French people, so no, I'm just kidding. I don't hate French people, but if you don't know, people in Quebec are not too kind to people speaking English to them. So that's not gonna work. So I gotta wait for responses now. I'm gonna calculate my I'm gonna do some some follow-up too, because some people from yesterday still haven't replied, so they'll need to be followed up with. And then look at what the next steps are. Either I think it's gonna be cold calling to reach the people who haven't opened any of my messages, even after follow-ups, and then see from there. I'm really not sure. Not looking too good so far. But once again, my goal is by the end of this week to have this market validated and to see. And even if that means I didn't get any clients, at least I fucking tried. At least I tried every single installer that I could. And yeah, so I don't know what's going to be after that. Maybe vertical markets, maybe different offer outreach again, maybe new niche again. Fuck me. I got no idea. I got no idea what the hell I'm doing. Yo, okay, so kind of good news. Just had my I was gonna say lunch, basically my breakfast. It's like 11 a.m. though. I got 3 responses. So I got 2 on Instagram, 1 on Facebook. One guy wants me to call him right now and have a chat with him. So that'd be kind of cool if I can run him through the sales script and see if I can like bust out a 15-minute call with him right now. So I got his WhatsApp. I'm about to call him right now, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Hey, this is Alistair. How's it going?
Hi, going good. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Are you? Do you have a minute to chat?
I do.
Yeah, cool. I mean, first of all, let's just like rewind a bit to kind of get the whole bigger picture of your business. Like, when did you kind of start with this?
Yeah. That's kind of leading into where I'm at anyway, so it's great. I started doing Icon almost 2 years ago, a year and 8 months ago or something like that.
Gotcha.
That's the only thing I do. So I don't even do ceramic coatings. So even the ads that we run for ceramic coatings, we just upsell them to Icon Rock Clear. I've gone through 3 ad agencies over the last year and a half. The first one, it doesn't really matter why, but one of them was not working at all. The second one, they were based in Australia, so the time difference was killing me because I have like 3 little kids, and the only time to connect with me was like 6 a.m. or like at 6 p.m. or something. So it was always like around my kids' bedtime or breakfast or something. And then I've had the last agency for a year. I just switched to a new agency. Because the old agency had no Icon experience. This one has a little bit of an Icon experience, so they are putting up some Icon ads for me. And so what was interesting from the video that you sent me is that you said you had an Icon installer and you focused in the past on getting Icon jobs. And so that's what spoke to me in the video that you sent me.
Doing so for the past 3 years, I've been working with auto styling shops, and for the past 2.5 years, I've specialized only in Icon Rock Clear. So my client, who I'm still working with, who I've been working with for 2.5 years now, they didn't even know what Icon Rock Clear was when we first started working together, and I basically helped them launch Icon Rock Clear, and we've done around like nearly 1,000 in total. And so he's had to upgrade his shop like 2 different times to just get more and more bays. He's had to hire more people, and overall, we've also increased his average order values. I'm interested from your end of things, with your current agency who's got a little bit of Icon experience, what is you mentioned about like a $30 cost per lead, but what would your cost per acquisition be? Because that comes down to, kind of like the sales process and how qualified these leads are and everything. Because $30 cost per lead can be fine if you can close, 50% or 30% of them, right?
Oh, yeah, no, dude, that's why I fired the last agency, because I was on their butt every day for like 2 months and nothing changed because the lead quality was terrible. So it wasn't even like that they were good new leads or anything. It was just random leads,
Yep.
Maybe they wanted like a driveway ceramic coating for $500 or something, but you can never upsell them the Icon,
Totally.
So then we took a massive hit. January was incredible. We booked out all of January and December because December, for some reason, the first 2 weeks the ads were incredible, and then they started tanking. And from then forward, we booked like 3 jobs, since then. So
Right.
I'm like, okay, we gotta change something up here because this is not working. We can't live like that.
Yeah, okay. And I mean, that usually comes down to generic agencies trying to involve them in products that they've never even heard about. The thing with me, because I've been doing it for 2.5 years, I understand that a buyer's motivation to buy Icon Rock Clear is different for every city, for every shop, because you've got regional pain points. So in Kansas, you've got like hail damage, you've got road salt, you've got, terrible roads. These sort of pain points, when you focus on them, they tend to get you much higher quality leads, because now you're selling like vehicle insurance from depreciation, not just like a shiny new coating like most agencies advertise it as.
Yeah. If I can get consistent lead flow, I want to hire somebody in the shop to help me do the work, or do the work completely somebody else, like hire somebody. And so my goal would be, if we can consistently, do 4 cars a week at 16, 17, 1800, however high we can sell them, hitting 20 to 30 grand, that'd be the ideal.
Okay.
That'd be it. So we never do ceramics, we just upsell them to Icon always. So I've completely stopped doing ceramic coatings altogether.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I see your process now. Okay, so how much time do you think you're spending then upselling people to ceramic? Like, let's say instead of these people coming in for ceramic and you upsell to Icon, let's say they come in already interested in Icon Rocklear, and all you have to do is basically send them over an invoice. How much time do you think you'd save if it was like that?
I mean, hours a week and hours of follow-up. That's
Right.
for sure.
How many cars do you think you could do in the meantime with that time saved?
Well, right now I do have a sales guy that I give him 10% of every job sold. So because in the beginning I did it all myself, and that was like, I was either doing a car or selling, but there was no, I couldn't grow it. So I hired him, and it's working okay. If I could, I would rather fire him, hire somebody in the shop to do the work, and me doing all the selling myself. That would be the ideal scenario. But yeah, so I think right now we can do 5 cars a week at least, with just me. So that's 20 cars a month.
Do you mind if I kind of explain then a little bit more of how I can kind of solve that problem for you?
Yeah, dude, go for it.
Right. Yeah. So for the past few years, as I said, we basically tested dozens of creative angles. I've probably made 50 to 100 Icon Rocklear ads in total. So I've tested every single hook, every single regional pain point, different offer combinations, visual animations for explaining the benefits specifically for Rocklear. So by working with me, you skip about 2.5 years of creative testing that you normally have to go through with most agencies, which is probably the reason as to why you've had unfortunate experiences with them in the past. And that's why we don't really build generic detailing ads. We build creatives that pre-sell the value of Rocklear, separate you from buyers who usually compare Rocklear to ceramic, and attract buyers who already understand the price range and don't need a lot of convincing or justification as to why it's worth it. And then also filter out low ticket shoppers. So something else I noticed on your ads is you led with a discount. And what I've found for my client is that actually harms you more than it actually benefits you. You basically just attract broke buyers. The best way to do that is to give the discount once you've already got their information and they expect to pay a higher price, but just to get them over the line and in the shop, you give them a limited time offer for the discount through text message. Now, I usually only work with one detailer per metro area, because if I've got multiple people in the same area, positioning is going to get diluted because you guys are going to have similar messaging. And I also prefer long-term partnerships because we're trying to position you into your own category for paint protection, so that way there's no competition. And so do you think that kind of positioning would be valuable for you?
For sure.
Okay. So based on what you've then told me, what I'd recommend is we just basically rebuild your entire Rocklear positioning system, hooks, messaging, creative angles, and offers designed specifically for Rocklear buyers, not ceramic, not tints, just Rocklear buyers we want. You or your media buyer would simply just swap out your current creatives with the new one, and Meta would do the rest of the work. And our partnership is a $1,500 setup fee and then only $1,000 per month for every month after that.
And do you run the ads, or do I run the ads, or how does that work?
So we just handle the creatives.
Okay, so you just do the creatives, and then I'm running the ads myself / my ad agency, whatever they're doing now. They are the ones running the ads.
Yep, exactly.
The question becomes, is it so good because of the ads, or is it so good because the guy's a master whiz at sales,
That's a great question. That is a really good question. So the the way I view it is that the ad is the first touch point. If the ad is bad, the creative, nothing else matters. You can have the best sales systems in the world, you can have the best follow-up sequences. If the ad sucks, you're gonna get crappy leads.
Yeah. Okay. Saying, hey, this would work, this doesn't work. You can shoot, but I'm just letting you know this is where I'm at. I don't have $1,000 right now a month, and I don't have $1,500 setup fee at the moment. If there's a way that we can start working together for a month, if the results work, then we do something together. 100%, let's do it. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment, and then you can do whatever you need to do with that.
Okay, well, do you mind if I just like ask you a question about that then?
For sure, yeah.
So where do you think most of your Raw Clear appointments come from? It would be the Facebook ads, right?
Only, yeah.
Okay,
Only.
so if that source slowed down or stopped, would you still have consistent demand?
No, that's been the problem. That's why we are having this conversation, and that's why I don't have $1,000. But that's kind of where I'm at, because I 100% see a selling point where it's like, okay, if the ads dry up, you're left hanging out drying, and is it worth the investment on my end? And the answer is, of course, it's worth it on my end, except that it's the wrong time for me to be able to invest $1,000 on top of what the ad agency is already charging me a month, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. And do you mind if I ask, like, how much are they charging you? Okay. Well, I mean, in my mind, it seems like you have your way to get your coatings, and they definitely are a priority to keep scaling those. But it kind of sounds like there's something like that might feel unclear or a little risky with my approach that you're a bit like hesitant about.
I think what is risky, I think I want to naturally believe people, and I believe that you've gotten great results for other people. What feels risky is that I've had those same promises from 3 other guys beforehand that ended up not working out. And so then I pay the price in my business of I have to cancel their contract, and I have to switch over all of the CRM system, and then I have to, all of those things, the switching costs that associated with something like this. And so I think that's kind of where I'm at, if that makes sense.
Right. So what are some of these guarantees? Because I know exactly what you're talking about. These like ridiculous guarantees. Even I get ads for them, and I'm not even an owner. I'm not an installer. I'm a marketer. So I'm wondering, like, what are these guarantees that they're giving you? Like, you've been promised everything. What is that like?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like specifically the last ad agency that I worked with, they're like, oh yeah, we can get you leads for like $10 consistently, and good leads, newer cars, all of it. And really, it didn't work out at all. So then this one now, they have promised they're going to double my revenue in the next 60 days. So here's the thing, dude. If they said if we're not doubling your revenue, we're going to work for free. And if they work for free until they double my revenue, then I have money to hire you to do the creative. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, 2 things. One, just because they're going to work for free doesn't mean it's free on your end. It's costing you time. Like every single time they send you a lead that needs you to convince and upsell and do all this, you're wasting time that could be spent on filling an Icon Raw Clear appointment. So that's the first thing. Second of all, like, I haven't given you any guarantee on this call because that's not the way I do my business. I don't need to rely on like basically zero value in what I provide, and instead just a complete guarantee that I've got no idea if I can even fulfill on, like most of these agencies do. So that's a big reason as to why these agencies do this, is because they don't actually have a lot of value they can provide. So their value is in the guarantee, and that's it.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is, like, I don't want to spend another $1,000 a month right now without knowing that it's going to pay off, if that makes sense,
Right. I mean, you've been in business for how long now?
2 years.
Right. Okay. So you probably understood that in those 2 years, it takes a lot longer than you think, right? It's a bit more of a grind. It's not as easy as like a get rich quick scheme.
Absolutely.
Right. And that's not what I'm offering you here. I'm not saying that in, a month I'm going to double your revenue or whatever this guy's doing it. I mean, if this guy could double your revenue in a month, would he be charging you $500 a month? No, he'd be charging you he'd be taking half your company and he'd be a fractional CMO.
Yeah, totally.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm more focused on like long-term plays. So even if I can keep you at the same amount of installs that you're getting right now, but I completely eliminate like your lengthy sales process, you're going to be making way more money and now you'll be able to take on even more appointments. Your whole business will be less stressful.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think right now we're selling Icon Rockler jobs for 1,600, which is ridiculous. When we started out, we charged like almost 2,000, then we dropped it to 1,800, and now it's down to 1,600.
Right.
Just because we weren't able to close people, And so then even just being able to get better leads or more qualified people that have understanding, and then charge them 1,800, just those 200, they go straight to my bottom line in profits, So that is that alone would make a huge difference.
Yeah, totally. So, I mean, in that sense, then, wouldn't it just like make sense for you to change your strategy now rather than later? Because the more you wait, the more time the more time is wasted, and then the more money you're indirectly also missing out on.
Absolutely, that's true. But I don't have the money right now to pay two different ad agencies, if that makes sense. So I don't have the money to pay that guy $500 or $600 or whatever it is a month, and then pay you $1,500 setup fee and $1,000 a month.
Yeah, no worries then. I mean, I appreciate your time and I appreciate you taking, half an hour out of your day. I know you're a busy guy, so I appreciate it.
One of the biggest frustrations that I have right this second is probably being dependent on an ad agency running my ads and not being in control of, not being in control of what is posted, when it is posted, when stuff is being changed, all that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
So what is interesting about your approach is I like that you say, hey, we can get you all the creative stuff that's going to perform, but then I can be in control in terms of the meta placements, all that sort of thing.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Sales aside, like deals done, we're not gonna close. Like I don't really care at this point. I got a question about that because I've been working on. I've got an idea for a software where it kind of makes it plug and play for Icon Rockler and other like coding installers to basically take these animations that I make for my Rockler clients, and they're like preset templates, and you can basically drag and drop them into your own footage, and then you've got your creative that is like 80% good because they're templates, but they're proven to work. If that was like $200 a month, and you could basically drag and drop, make your own creatives like that, and then learn how to run your own ads, would that be kind of worth it to you for like $200 a month on some software?
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
That'd
cool.
be interesting. Yeah. No, if something like that were to exist, I think that'd be really interesting. I'd probably talk to 4 or 5 Icon installers that I'm personally connected to, and a lot of them have now switched completely away from ad agencies, and they're doing their own stuff.
Interesting.
Because they feel a similar frustration as I have, where it's like you pay $1,000, and what you get in return is not great communication. The ads are not that much better than what I would make anyways. Mm-hmm. And so if I have somebody that is like, hey, these ad creatives, they perform, there's the template that works, you adjust these 5 things. Maybe if if I was you, I would probably create a little mini course, 10 series, 5-10 minute Loom videos on how to post the ads on Facebook, what settings are best, and how to make the creatives the best looking. Like, you got it 80% there with the software. These are the last 10-20% that you need to do. Here's how you adjust it. I think that's a no-brainer offer on your end.
What would that be kind of worth it for you and other installers, do you think, monthly wise?
Yeah, I think you're in the right ballpark.
Couple $100.
Yeah, a couple $100. I think if it gets to the $500, it's like, okay, that's half of what I'm paying an ad agency. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Sounds good.
Sweet, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Awesome. You too. Take care.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. That's so interesting. That was a very interesting sales call. I felt like, sales is so interesting, man. It's like, You say one thing and you got no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And you start stumbling and you start going on tangents that you know don't matter, but you just can't stop talking. And you just keep rambling on and you know that it's not adding to the convo and you should just shut the fuck up. And then there's other times where they say something and your mind just lights up like a goddamn Tasmanian devil. And you just know exactly what to say. And you know, like, boom, I found more pain. I know how to, reframe this objection. I know how to make them see the value of my service. I know how to position their current situation from their desired situation, and I know how to fill the gap. But then at the end, I learned that a lot of detailers are sick of agencies and they kind of want to do it themselves. Okay, I'm like so fucking tired, but I got all of the oh shit, yeah, I kind of like Justin Trudeau right now. So these open gaps are the final leads, which brings us to about 73, 72 leads in total. And I am on page, I don't know if you can see that, but I am on page 27 of Google. Can we zoom in? Can we get that? Can we get that? Can we get that? So I have every single lead, straight up follow-up game, and then we'll, reaching out to these people on social media first, then a follow-up game for all these other people, and then if they don't reply to the first message, they don't even see it, then it's going to be a cold calling game. Once again, niche should be validated by the end of the week. This literally fucking sucks. Like, oh my god. It's nearly 6. I woke up at 7, so like nearly 11 hours of work. I know it's not crazy, it should be like 14. But it's like fucking, like, you're not doing anything all day, you're just fucking sitting around working. And it's like every bone in my body just aches, my mind hurts. Like, building a business is not fun. Like you tell this to someone, I don't know, I feel like average people, like, see, like, successful entrepreneurs and they're just like, oh, fuck, he's got it all, or whatever. And I don't think they realize how fucking difficult it is to build a fucking business, man. Maybe other businesses are easier, I don't know, probably not, but building an agency is so fucking hard. Like, no one fucking tells you how fucking difficult this is gonna be. And I haven't even started the hard part. It's just like, no clients, no one wants to buy your shit, no one can afford your shit, no one thinks your shit's valuable. You're competing with fucking like literal like I'm literally competing with people who live in India who charge half the price as I do. Why would they ever pick me? Oh, I just can't afford it. I just don't have $1,000 to your name. Motherfucker, you don't have $1,000 to your name? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't have a fucking client and I've got $1,000 to my name. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your money? How do you not have $1,000 to your name? Are you a fucking idiot? Like, are you fucking retarded? You don't have $1,000 to your name. You know how fucking easy it is to get $1,000 to your name? I could run a lemonade stand for 2 weeks and I'd have $1,000 to my name. It's obviously not that. It's just like they've got some other fucking shit. This is just so like, and I've got fucking leg day today. So that's gonna suck. Like, that is gonna be so painful. And like, my legs already hurt just from fucking cold calling, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm bitching. I'm being a little fucking bitch right now. And I have been in all these videos basically, but it doesn't like influence like me doing the work. Like, I still do the work. It's just, am I gonna hate doing the work? Yes. Yeah, this fucking sucks. Like, my life fucking sucks right now. Like, this is, I'm so goddamn depressed. I'm so goddamn anxious every fucking day. This fucking sucks. Like, oh my god. Like, it's just nothing but spreadsheets and cold DMs, and I'm just fucking tired all the time. When I started my business in 2023, the joy I had for it and the excitement, it was like I'd learn something and I'd just run downstairs, grab a piece of paper, go back upstairs, write it down, gain so much clarity on what lead generation means and, you know, how to get clients and the thrill of doing your first cold call and getting your first client. That shit goes away fast. That shit goes away fast. 1 year later, fucking 2.5 years later, you're doing the same shit that you were on day one with zero fucking results. I've made 700 Canadian dollars in the past 4 weeks. That's 500 USD. My bank account is slowly fucking draining. I gotta pay my taxes next month. I've got no goddamn clients. I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna make any money. My outreach for the one thing, the one thing I thought this product, I've been marketing for 2.5 years. I've got a lot of experience selling this. This should be an easy goddamn sell. You want to work with an agency in India, or do you want to work with an agency who lives in the same time zone as you, who's been doing this shit for 2.5 to 3 years, who has a fuck ton of proof, a fuck ton of results, nearly 1,000 installations from the ads that I've made? No, but apparently they want to go with the guy in India. Apparently they can't justify $1,000 a month. Now you're fucking second guessing the idea that you thought was so brilliant that I was on such a high on the other day ago, thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be so good, this is gonna be so fucking awesome. And now I've got 70 total cold DMs sent. I've got 10 responses, so a 14% response rate, 9 conversations, 3 calls, 0 closed. Tomorrow I'm going to cold call the people who I've sent follow-ups to who haven't replied, and tomorrow's going to be fucking brutal. It's going to be bad. I'm going to get fucking roasted. They're going to tell me to fuck off. They're going to hang up on me. They're going to call me a scammer. They're going to call me an annoying piece of shit. It doesn't fucking matter, dude. My life fucking sucks anyways. Like, there's nothing you can fucking do. There is literally nothing you can do that will make me, like, feel even worse about myself. I know, like, pretty much this video and last video, it's just been me complaining. I probably sound like the most negative guy ever. Look, dude, I'm gonna do the work whether I'm happy or sad or motivated or depressed or anxious or stressed. The same work is gonna get done. This is just the reality. This is what goes on in my brain fucking 24/7 when doing this shit. So if you don't like that, like, just go fuck yourself. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if anyone watches this. I'm just using this as an outlet to, I want to say get it off my plate, but it never is. It's just constant pain. I guess we'll see. Maybe I launch this low ticket offer, but for some reason I have a feeling I'm gonna try to sell the low ticket and people are gonna say the same thing. Oh yeah, that was not the right time. I already hired a guy. Motherfucker. Tomorrow I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cold calls. No, 8. Only 10 cold calls to do because the other people I'm waiting to just do follow-ups on cold DMs. So that's 10 cold calls I got to do tomorrow, which is nothing. I mean, that's going to take me half an hour, and then it's all follow-ups. And I could do more, but the only way for me to do more cold calls is literally by expanding my niches and going into a new target market. And you guys know how much I've switched niches, so I'm already coming to the point where I'm running out of leads and I might have to switch niches or introduce another niche. And then at that point, it's like, all right, now I'm no longer just doing Icon Rock Leader people, I'm doing other auto stylists. And then it's like, what's the point of targeting them if my whole reason for going back into this SMMA thing was to target the exact people that I got good results for. And now I'm just another generalist. So am I gonna expand into other markets once everyone in Rocklear has been reached out to? I don't know. I don't know what the best move is. I'm gonna see what ChatGPT thinks. My brain hurts. Okay, it's 5:30. Like daytime. I might record in the gym. I don't know. I'm kind of in a pissed off mood and I kind of don't want to be fucking having to set up my phone and... Alright, so it's now Thursday morning, and it's cold calling time. So I don't have a script, so I gotta get one of them. This part's better because I can wear my fucking toothpaste stained hoodie and it won't matter. Yesterday leg day was rough, man. Oh, I'm so happy that's done. So I'm gonna watch a Charlie Morgan YouTube video. At the moment it's 8:30 a.m. so I'm not gonna call any West Coast shops. It's gonna be too early. But I am gonna call East Coast. So let me see how many East Coast shops we have that I will be contacting. Keep in mind, all these people are shops I've already reached out to on Instagram, but I saw on my end that they didn't reply, so, like, at all. So on my end, I saw that they didn't even see the message. Yeah, so if they did end up seeing it, and I just pissed them off by, cold calling them, then that should be pretty entertaining for you guys. So yeah, let me calculate these. Let me get the cold calls ready and then we'll go. All right, here we go. First cold call. I got my script here. Some of it's pretty bad. I don't expect this to convert. Like, it literally doesn't matter what they say. They're not gonna break into my house and start strangling me. It's just a bit of words, isn't it?
Hello?
Oh, hi there. Is this the Rocklear licensee of...
This is.
Sweet, man. My name's Alistair. I'm going to be completely real with you. This is a sales call. So I'm going to give you the option to hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then decide.
Yeah, there's no point in wasting your or my time, so I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, no worries, man. Take care.
Take care. Ciao.
Bye. Could be worse. I got my answer. I got my answer.
We are unable to call at the moment. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, and a member.
Okay, that one was no answer.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Hey, it's Alistair. I'm looking for...
Thanks, Alistair. Please stay on the line.
I'm being screened. Oh my god, that is weird. What the fuck? They're not gonna pick up.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
Good. Yeah, my name's Alistair, and I'm gonna be honest, this is a sales call, so I'm gonna give you the option to hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then decide.
Nice. What are you selling?
Sweet. So, yeah, I appreciate it. Basically, I've helped another Rocklear installer in Calgary, Alberta generate nearly 1,000 installations in the last 2.5 years using my Rocklear specific ad creatives. Now, I'm just wondering, you guys have probably dealt with a lot of agencies before. How's that all going for you?
I actually do my own.
You do your own?
Yeah.
Great,
All
okay.
the installers in Ontario, so.
Oh, really? Right. So you're like the master licensee and you kind of help everyone else out market the product?
Exactly. For the same reason why you're calling.
Sweet. Okay. I am wondering because I've been working on trying to build like a DIY thing for shops because I know they get burned by a ton of agencies and most of them are kind of at this point like, I just want to do it myself. Do you think most shops, if they had all the tools and resources to do it themselves, would actually do it themselves? Or do you think it takes too much time?
I think it's sales, that's the problem.
Right, you don't think it's the ads, it's the back
I don't
end.
think it's the ads. Personally. Just from my experience as a master license installer, looking over a couple tens of shops.
Gotcha.
I think sales is a huge thing.
But don't you think that the ads being the first touch point that a customer has before they contact the shop, if the ads can do at least like half of the selling, that'll help the sales process, reducing the amount of time it takes to sell a customer?
Yes and no. I think it's persistency, especially like I don't know how it is in Calgary, but on the GTA, people are just not price shopping, but they want to have a genuine conversation. I think that's what a lot of the guys lack, especially just as in the industry as a whole, not just icon installers, but everyone. Some people have ceramic coatings, whatever it is, and they try and
Interesting.
go down with price, right?
Right,
But
totally.
that never works.
Totally. But I mean, like, if your ad can handle most of the objections and justification of why Icon Rock Clear is the best paint protection medium out there, then
It can, but it's almost like, do you buy a car based on an ad or based on the experience with the car?
that's a good point.
Because it's a higher ticket sale, like you can like all the features and everything that they throw at you, but like, you know, it's really your experience, that connection that you have with that car, especially if you're spending a little bit more than what the market is valued at. Icon being a little bit higher price than like a ceramic coating, just in comparison.
Yeah.
I think it's just that final touch factor that sell.
Yeah.
Last, which a lot of people lack, right? Because the ads do great. I think everyone advertises pretty well, gets people in the door, but they don't make a decision.
Right.
That's
I mean,
me personally, just with my experience with all these other shops. Have you ever thought of, because this is what we do with our agency with the Icon stuff, is we sell for them.
you're asking me, have I thought of selling it for my clients? I haven't, because I've tended to just focus on one area and do that one area really well. And for me, that's the creative, and that's what I've found success in with my client. But that's because his sales process is already pretty dialed in.
That's the thing.
Right.
This is like, yeah, there's a handful of companies that do that well. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great salesmen out there. You get them any lead, they'll convert, right? Very few and far between. But I'm saying Icon Rock Clear specifically because you're selling the same thing over the course of, let's say you get shops in the States, in Canada, whatever it is. You take your commission split, these people are paying for the ads, and you're doing the selling, and not only are you guaranteeing return on ads, but you're also guaranteeing a return on revenue.
Yeah.
Which basically boosts their ad spend at the end of the day. You know, you close 3 or 4 Icon jobs a month, they're selling at $2,000, $2,500 each, right?
Yeah.
An extra $10,000 in someone's pocket, they'd be willing to spend $5,000 on ads. You make your little commission, your 10%, 15%, and you work with 10 shops. And that's it. Then you grow. Cool, man. Well, yeah, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Yeah, sorry I couldn't be of value to you.
No, definitely were. I love the conversation.
Whenever you need, let me know.
Awesome. Thanks. Take care.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I mean, like, there wasn't a bad call. It was just like, fuck, like, more shop. Like, you know, you have this idea for a product, and then someone tells you it's good. Another person says, oh, no, creatives aren't the thing that's lacking. It's like, what the fuck? This is so fucked. Like, I guess I just don't even know if the market needs this product. Does the market need, like, really high-end ad creatives? I have no idea. Like, that's the thing. I guess I just haven't even gauged if the market fucking needs this. I'm literally just, like, assuming. It's the selling, you know, and then, oh, I gotta sell for these people, but what, am I gonna get into selling fucking Icon Rock Clear for these people? Like, I fucking doubt it, bro. Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How can I help you today?
Good, man. My name's Alistair. I'm just gonna be honest, this is a sales call, so I'm gonna give you the option to hang up now. Oh, okay. So I didn't even see what he said. He just said something and then hung up. So, okay. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I want my answers. That's what I want. I want my fucking answers, man. That's all I care about. I just want my fucking answers. I'm getting that. Hang up. Not interested. Okay, cool.
Hey, Ross.
Motor City Auto Store. How can I help you?
Hey,
This is Johnny.
do you know where he be? Is he at the other location?
Oh, you wanted to talk to the 11 Mile location?
Yeah. Is that where at?
Okay. Yeah, just if you just call back this number and click option 2, it'll take you to 11 Mile.
Sweet, appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Yep, have a good
Bye. You too.
Hi, you've reached the 11 Mile just east of Woodward location. Sorry we missed your call. We're either with a customer or it's after hours. We will call you back as soon as we can. Thank you very much.
Hello, Dusty Detail.
Hey, is this
This is Dusty Detail. What can we do for you?
right? I'm looking for.
And what's this regarding?
Basically, I saw you guys have Icon Rocklear, right? I'm wondering if you're the master licensee
Of what?
of Icon Rocklear in the Washington
No,
area.
I am not.
Oh,
In
you
the
aren't.
Washington area. Well. There's no master licensee in the state of Washington.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, typically, like in Ontario, for example, there's one master licensee, and then he kind of like handles everything for everyone else and does their marketing and stuff.
Got it. I own Skagit and Whatcom County.
Okay, but you do own a couple of the licenses, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I actually work with another licensee owner in Calgary, Alberta, and so I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is a cold call, so I'll give you the option to hang up or give me 30 seconds.
Is it regarding like social media shit?
It's specifically for Icon Rocklear.
Okay. What's it regarding about Icon Rocklear?
Right. So basically, to give you a bit of background, I've helped that Rocklear installer in Calgary, Alberta generate nearly 1,000 installations in around 2.5 years. And I make specific Rocklear ads, and I've been testing them for over 3 years, and I know exactly how to get people to buy on social media. So I know you're very hesitant with all these agencies calling you, giving you crazy guarantees. I don't have anything of that, but I do have a way that, you know, you can market this product to a new market. I'm just wondering, you know, why you guys aren't necessarily doing that right now.
Because I've had 3 marketing firms that's tried to do this, and they've all failed catastrophically.
Yes,
That's why.
that's typically the response I get. I mean, to be fair, how many of these marketing firms have worked with Icon Rocklear specifically, or have they just worked with anyone who has a heartbeat and a wallet?
Yeah, and that's true too. And I'll give you a little background on myself. I have a bachelor's degree in public relations, specifically in advertising content, and then I have another bachelor's degree in website coding. So, that being said, nobody really knows how to market it, but it's very similar and to ceramic coating, and what everyone wanted me to do was to do ceramic coating marketing and then do a little bait and switch and say, oh, no, I have a better product than that, and I ain't doing that shit.
Oh,
So
that's
if that's something you're going to do. I ain't doing that either.
no, not at all. That is actually a terrible idea because I see Icon Rocklear and ceramic coating as 2 completely different products with 2 completely different use cases for 2 completely different customers. So I can see why that would fail spectacularly.
Yes.
I'm wondering if you are interested in being seen as the guy for not ceramic coating or make your car look shiny, but protect your vehicle from vehicle depreciation and protect its resale value. Would you be interested in something like that?
Well, I'm interested in the ads, but I got to see videos and I got to see pricing because there's so many people that have said, oh, yeah, I can do this, this, and this, and I spend $900 a month on ads and I spend another $500 to $1,000 on the crap you guys do, and I'm out $2,000, and I see nothing.
Right.
Other than, you know, a little bit of ads trickling here and there, and nothing crazy. Like I break even or I lose my ass. Generally, I lose my ass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Totally. Yeah. I mean,
Very,
I'd be
very
happy
skeptical.
I'd be happy to give you some more info. The reason why I think that's probably happening is because the thing with advertising is it's a game of testing and seeing what the market responds to. And basically, most marketing agencies are at the part at the point where I was 2.5 years ago. I've done the testing. I've tested 50 to 100 different ads. I know exactly what works and exactly what converts, and that's why my clients get such good results. So I don't have some crazy guarantee for you, but if you do want to hear more details, would you be open to another 15-minute discussion maybe later today?
Can't do it today, and discussion has to be me with my wife and I. And then before that too, I need to know pricing. What's it going to cost me?
Right, so it depends. I mean, I've just spoken to you for less than 5 minutes, so I'm not exactly sure what you could be looking for. There might be less than what I usually offer. It might be more than what I usually offer. So that's what I'm trying to get out of the call, but that's why it's a quick 15-minute one, and then I can shoot you pricing.
Understandable. Well, I know you probably have a couple different packages and things like that. You don't just have this one set situation, and because that's not how advertising works. So do you know the difference between advertising and marketing?
I mean, marketing is a bigger process. Advertising is getting in front of the eyes of people. I'd say marketing is the full back-end system and everything.
There we go. You know how many people that don't know that?
Okay, cool. So I'm going to text you on WhatsApp then. Let me just know if it's going to be on a different number because I got 2 different numbers here. And so just shoot me back whatever time would work tomorrow to give you guys a call. It'll just take 15 minutes. We'll get all your questions answered and then see if it makes sense for us to work together.
So thanks, Alistair. I appreciate your time.
Perfect. I'll call you at 1 tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Pretty unqualified, not going to lie. I mean, it's good to get a call booked, but at the same time, it's kind of like, God, this guy is just not qualified at all. We've done 4 cold calls so far. Like, these numbers sound like a joke, to be completely honest. Hey.
Yes, hello. Sorry, I missed your call.
Hi, this is right?
Yes, sir.
Hi. I'm just wondering, you are the Icon Rocklear licensee in Vashon, right?
Sorry, what was that? I didn't understand.
You're the Icon Rocklear license holder in Vashon, the only one?
I'm certified, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, my name's Alistair. I know you probably get these all the time, but I'm going to be honest, this is a sales call, so I'm going to give you the option to hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then decide.
Okay. Oh, it's just about advertising?
Yeah, so basically, I can give you a bit more info. I help Rocklear installers specifically. I worked with one Rocklear installer in Calgary, and I helped them generate nearly 1,000 installations in 2.5 years using my Rocklear specific advertising. Now, I'm just wondering, I saw you guys have an Instagram and Facebook, but you aren't currently running any ads. Why is that?
Well, I was running an ad, and then what happened, the ads start taking sometimes $400 a day. So there was some mistakes that happening. I don't know what it was, and they say sometimes that's normal. So I hold it. Now I have to clarify with Facebook. But I've been running the whole winter pretty much. Okay,
so you do it yourself or you hired someone for it?
Actually, my brother has his own company. Advertising and stuff like that, marketing. He does help me.
Right, and you're spending a decent amount on it right now, currently, correct?
Not right now, but I'm gonna, as soon as I handle this issue, I usually run $20, $20 a day.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay, well that's perfect then. If you already have someone who can kind of do the foundation for you, because for me, I just focus on the videos, and the reason why is because I've been making the videos for 2.5 years, so I've already tested everything and I know what works. So if it is something you might be interested in, it sounds like you're driving right now. Maybe we could chat tomorrow or later today about it and see how I might be able to help you out once you want to start running ads again.
No problem. I'll do that. I'll save your number.
What time would be a good time for 15 minutes?
I would say tomorrow is the best time. I'm off tomorrow.
Okay. What time of day?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, what time of day tomorrow?
11 o'clock is good.
Okay, so I'll give you a call at 11 o'clock, and we'll just, for 15 minutes, go over all the details, what I do, how I might be able to help you guys out, and then, yeah.
Where are you based at?
I'm in Vancouver. Vancouver, British Columbia, not Washington.
Oh, Canada?
Yeah, Canada.
Got you, no problem.
So I just sent you a message on WhatsApp. Is it all good if I send you a call on WhatsApp tomorrow at 11?
Oh yeah, it's all good with me, my friend.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time, and we'll chat tomorrow at 11.
I think you sent me a message on Facebook.
I did.
Yeah. I saw it, but I was dealing with this issue. That's why I didn't respond. I was like, let me clarify this. No problem. I'll talk to you tomorrow, my friend.
Yes, take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's just like I call these guys and they just sound like they're struggling. Like they actually sound like they're struggling. Like it doesn't sound like I'm calling people who are like stable business owners. Like these guys sound like they're fucking one bad month away from just being bankrupt. And it's like, do I want to work with these people? Like I don't know.
Motor City Auto Spa.
Hey.
No, he's on vacation right now.
Oh, do you know when he'd be back? Is it next week?
Monday.
Okay, sweet. Awesome, appreciate it. And what was your name? Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Take care. Bye now. If a company doesn't pick up my cold call like 3 to 4 times when I called at different times, should I even bother calling them back or just write them off as a dead lead? Not like crazy different times, but like within like, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes within the space of like an hour and a half maybe. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have called the same shop like 4 times in the span of an hour. Uh-oh, but whatever. Okay, we've got the numbers here. So I did a total of 9 cold calls. Like, it's nothing. It's just like, yeah, so we got 9 dials, 77% pickup rate. Yeah, so we had 9 dials, 7 pickups, 3 hangups, 3 convos, 2 meetings, and nothing closed yet, obviously. So we got a 22% meeting rate. Meetings is it's like they just seem so unqualified. Like, I don't know, there's something about working for these people that's just like depressing. So my camera's currently charging. So I don't have I'm recording this on my iPhone, but I kind of took a bit of a breather, looked at the bigger picture, went for a walk, got a fucking Starbucks drink. And I kind of realized, like, in the grand scheme of things, all I'm doing this week and last week was just testing a market to validate my idea, to see if this is the right market for me. I don't need to force this. I don't need to, shove this product down people's throats and say, like, no, it needs to work this way. They need to buy these videos. And if they don't, then I'm fucked. That's not what it is. It's do people need these videos? Like, I think they're valuable. My other client thinks they're valuable. Do other shops think they're valuable? Let's say they are. Cool, I get clients. Dope. Let's say they aren't. Let's say I go through all the raw clear lead list of people, and I get 4, maybe 5 sales calls, and I find out when I go through all of them that they, having expensive creatives actually wouldn't help them that much because their sales process is lacking. Or they don't want to work with an agency and they want to do it themselves. I don't know what the deal is going to be. I'm going to have to figure that out. And that's what the point of this is. So, yeah. It's going to help me emotionally detach from the outcome of these 1 sales calls, but 2 cold calls as well. Because I'm no longer like, oh, please buy my thing, please buy my thing. I'm like, Like, I genuinely don't know if you need to buy my thing. I'm just trying to get some data. So all I gotta do, it's currently like 2 p.m. or something, so I'm not gonna call any East Coast shops, but I'm gonna try to call as many West Coast shops as I can and just get through those leads. Because by the end of these 2 weeks, all I wanna know is just, is this a valid market? Let's hit some more cold calls. My camera's charging, so I'm not gonna really record most of them. I might record the last half, or I might start recording tomorrow. But that's the goal by the end of this week. Yo, so today is all done for outreach. It was actually pretty decent. I mean, like, if you look at, like, on paper what I did, like, I've got a 17%, nearly 18% booking meeting rate. I did 28 cold calls today, 15 pickups, so that's 50%, 10% hang-ups. 10 hang-ups, so 35% hang-ups or not interesteds. So there's a lot of people I got to call back tomorrow who didn't even answer. But yeah, 28 out of 70, meaning I've got about 42 cold calls to do tomorrow. So not much at all, but I'm hoping to do everyone. I don't want to, finish tomorrow and there's still people I haven't cold called. I've got a lot tomorrow. I've got some early morning meetings and whatnot, so I'm not even too concerned about selling them because I genuinely don't think that my service is fit for this market based on what I've gathered. I think it's going to be something else that I end up selling this market. It's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, I feel like I understand this market and the product so well, it doesn't make sense for me to do anything else. I'm getting the work done, but I've got zero motivation to feel happy about what I'm doing because I'm in the equivalent of maintenance in the gym. Your maintenance calories to find out how much you need to eat to cut or gain weight because you just came off a diet, so you kind of want to balance yourself out first, but you're not making any gains and you're not getting any positive feedback. So you're in this weird gray area of what the fuck am I even doing this for? And that's what I feel like right now. That's why this whole week has just been fucking depressing as shit because I'm getting no feedback and I don't even know what I'm building towards. So yeah, that's basically it. We'll see you guys tomorrow when I hit these meetings. Otherwise, right now I'm going to go hit arms in the gym. So forearms, biceps, and a bit of triceps too. Then tomorrow's shoulder day, then 2 rest days. I ran 27K last weekend, and so I've got this fucking huge blister on my foot that looks and feels like it's about to pop. It's the size of it's the size of a quarter. We got a bit of an update. One of the people I reached out to, he's basically said that he's contacting the other installers that he knows, basically because it's a niche product. Every installer knows every installer in the local area. So he's basically said, please leave us alone. So I guess he's going to let the other installers know to basically block me or whatever. So that's kind of rough because it's I don't know, man. You don't even give me a shot to even hear what my product is. And I know getting cold calls or cold DMs must be annoying, but at the end of the day, I'm not giving these ridiculous guarantees like most other shops, but we'll see. It's just one bad apple. I'm sure that's not going to ruin my whole thing. If it does, and the whole market is spoiled because some guy is basically telling people to I don't know, that I'm doing something malicious. I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yo, okay, so I woke up half an hour or 45 minutes ago. I got my meeting at 7:30. Hopefully the guy shows up. He keeps reading my WhatsApp messages but not replying. No, because it's 7 a.m. I already started doing some outreach. So I just did 2 calls just to kind of warm myself up. One of them wasn't interested because it really wasn't the right time. He's really, really bad financially. So he said to call back in a month. I might not even be doing this offer in a month, so who knows? the other guy just said that they weren't a fan of the product itself, Icon, which is the first time I've ever actually heard anything like that from an installer. And then I got a lot of cold calls to start going through. I got a lot of cold calls today. I gotta really make some headway. I gotta go East Coast first. So by the time I'm done East Coast, it's like 1 or 2.
It would have hit right here, and it would have.
Hell yes. Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to start early, I like that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, yeah, so I know you probably don't have a lot of time to spend right here. Your shop's probably opening up pretty soon. So first, I just appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend, 15 minutes with me to get a bit more information.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so, yeah.
Okay. So what exactly, I watched the video. It looks informative. It looks, it's definitely like more like an infomercial style, of it. And, but like it's it's thorough. I guess you have to spin it to meet like San Diego's way. Obviously we don't have snow or anything like that here, but not doing salts or anything like that. But like, all right, so what is the scope? Because I got to go over with my my marketing manager that she handles a lot of this stuff, and then also and see what it is that like you actually do, like what do you.
Yeah, so I'd love to explain a bit more on that. I like the point you make about how San Diego's different, and that's another thing with Icon Rock Layer most people miss out on, is it's marketed differently in every single state, and you could even say every single different city. So first of all, like my goal with this call, just to kind of set the expectation of why I'm actually talking to you here, is to kind of see if I can actually help you attract more of those highest margin services by changing the creative messaging and the information that's provided in your creatives. Now, if by the end of this call you realize like I can't actually help you, that's completely fine. I just kind of want to figure out more about your situation, what sort of problems you deal with when it comes to selling this product. And so I'm just going to ask you a few questions to understand that a bit better, if that makes sense.
Sure, because Icon Rock Layer, we're really marketing towards like the middle class,
Okay.
That your Teslas, your everyday type of vehicles. The exotic cars, they're gonna do PPF,
Okay.
They're, and then I've been crossing that, because what I would do with those guys is offering both, but like exactly what you have on that video.
Yep.
Where you do full Icon Rock Layer, and then you also do PPF on top.
Yeah, but the thing for that one is we don't even offer that to necessarily like sports cars, supercars. Like everyday families who would regularly buy full body Icon Rock Layer end up upgrading to that. It's been our most, I don't work like with the company, I'm a freelancer, but it's been his most profitable service and easiest upsell, to be honest. So it might be something that's worth exploring a bit more in your advertising. Now, one thing you did mention, which I kind of want to touch on, is so you guys do everything in-house, which is very rare and very, very impressive, to be fair, to teach everyone how to do it. I'm wondering, what is this lack of trust that you have with agencies? You've been promised everything and you get nothing in return.
Everything of that. Everything. That's exactly what it is, dude. Like every time I hire an agency to run my ads, my marketing, there's just nothing but excuses. There's nothing but like, oh yeah, like we're getting these type of leads. Oh, it takes a few months and nothing happens. Like I was working with Haibu before, and that company's shit. And then another one, another agency that was, and these are agents. Some of these agencies, like are, not just like you, how you just cold call. These are like friends of friends, also too. And,
right.
And like referrals, and it just never able to meet like any type of where it doesn't make sense. Do you make the ads and sell it to us, or do you actually handle the whole thing?
So I don't actually handle the media buying. I just do the creatives because I do one thing and I do one thing very well, and I don't want to overpromise you things that I don't know how to deliver on. So that's all I do. Now, I'm interested with your current system when you switched from agency to in-house. Surely that was for like a bigger goal. Like that's like a pretty big step to make. Like what sort of goal are you moving towards with this whole marketing strategy that you currently have? Where do you see the bigger picture?
I mean, just growth.
Right.
You know, the goal is to grow everything to where that it goes in house and we have control over it, and it's not something that's like, you know, that we're just paying out a company and we're not getting anything in return.
Totally. And so growth for you, does that look like kind of systemizing, being able to open multiple locations nationwide?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
So it's more of a volume thing. You want to be everywhere and you want to serve everyone basically.
Yep. But we have to be able to start locally first.
Totally. Okay.
Be able to you know, once we capture and then like, you know, got the system down for local, and then that's when you expand.
Okay, so where are you in that journey currently?
We're doing pretty well, but you know, I mean, there's still definitely a lot of work to do.
Right. I mean, what does that really look like? Like, is there a certain revenue figure that you're trying to hit? Is there a certain amount of appointments?
It's not even the revenue figured. It's just more of we're having the system to where we can get everything down, and then like having, and you know, I'd love to be able to get to like our closing is, you know, let's say if we're getting 300 leads, I would love to be able to at least like close, you know, 50, you know, 40
Totally.
to 50. And then we'd love to get it to where like it's 20%. 20% would be great, where it's at 60, you know, cars on our ads, or just like lead generation for every month. That'd be fantastic. So that's the goal to be able to do. Once we have that, and then everything else we can scale to where like we're you know, hiring more staff, installers, you know, managers, and then be able to actually really wrap up the scaling. Once you get that down, you should be able to get it. So like, you know, I think we have two shops here in San Diego where we can put out quite a bit of cars, but we need to be able to get like good leads, and that's the main thing that we want to do. Right now we kind of hit like in a stagnant thing with like with ads. So you're creatives. So when you're creatives, you make the video.
Yep.
And I pay you for the video.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. And the reason why is because I've been doing this for over 2.5 years. So when you get videos made by me compared to a regular agency or a video editor, the point that they're at now is where I was 2.5 years ago. So I've made 50 to 100 of these videos. They're proven. I know they work. And that's why that's all I focus on. And it's a massive cog in your system, because, you know, building a business is like having multiple cogs. It's a system that all works together. And having these videos is the first touch point for these leads who contact your business. So the first thing they see for your business is this video. You got to make sure it answers all those questions. So when they call you, the selling process is easier, which might actually, you'll see, have a drastic impact on getting you to that 20% close rate. Don't you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Right, okay. So when people reach out and you do have to sell to them, do you think they already fully understand the value of Icon Rocklear, or do you think you have to educate them more on the product?
We always still got to educate them.
Okay. If you could reduce the amount of educating, how much time do you think you'd save per call, or how many more leads do you think you'd be able to close?
I mean, when somebody's educated and when they feel good about a product by just seeing the videos, you know, it would yeah. I mean, I would imagine at least double. You know.
Okay.
That's what I would think, and maybe in realistic terms, that even at like let's say 20% more or something like that, because I think the people are still gonna be wanting to ask questions because they see an ad. Is it really like this? You know, does it work like this? This is, but like the video that you sent me, I felt like it was very educational. You know, I mean, like everything comes across very clear.
Yep.
So,
right.
It is good, except like, you know, I mean, like it goes on like that. Like I think like our ads that we used before, like having more of an AI person that talks, you know, not even like me being on there and talking about it. It just comes across really clear, and I think that's been our best videos when we made like a video like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So okay. So what is it? So you make the videos. What do you and like what does that look like? Do you do like one video a month? Do you do like, you know, how does that work?
So it depends a bit on where your goals are at and like how quickly you're trying to grow and, you know, the real problem you're trying to solve. You're basically not worried about lead volume, you're worried about lead quality, right? So you're just trying to increase that sales conversion rate. Now, I'm wondering, you're currently running a handful of ads. How many ads do you think you would want to test per month? Like from me?
I mean, how many ads do you suggest? I think we run, I gotta ask, and see how many ads we run at the same time. I think it might be 2. Maybe 1 video or 2 videos, something like that. So what do you, and then we let that run for a little bit, because I know also too, when you put a new ad, the algorithms with Facebook and everything else, it takes a little bit. If you change that ad, it also changes.
Totally. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're a smart business owner. A lot of business owners think just because of what agencies have promised them, you kind of put your feet up and you make a ton of money, and it requires 0 effort. Yeah, you're right. It does require a little bit of time for Meta to pick it up, and then you got to notice the change in your sales system and people calling and take info and all that. So, yeah, it's not an overnight success. Glad to set that expectation. So what we do for most businesses is we just basically start off on a package of 2 ads per month, and these ads, the ads I made my client in Calgary, Alberta 2 years ago are still profitable today. So it's kind of like a snowball rolling down a hill. A few months go by and all of a sudden you've got a lot of ads that are working, and that's really our goal, is to just start slow and steady. So what we would do for you, if we wanted to position as the go-to paint protection shop in San Diego and the only solution, then what we would do is start on 2 ads per month, and what you would also get access to is our full animation library. So we create custom animations, and basically you can take these animations and put them in your other videos, and you have access to them. You can send them to your video editors. You can do whatever you want with them, and they're basically explanatory infographics so people can understand a bit more about the product, as you probably saw in the ads. So that would start at, we have, I call it a setup fee, but it's not on top of the monthly fee. It's $1,500 for the first month, and then every other month after that, it's $1,000.
Okay. So $1,500 and then $1,000 a month, and then we would get how many ads?
2 ads per month, custom made to Yeah.
Okay, but do we need? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Do we need the 2 ads? Because usually you want to once you get a good ad, you let that run.
Yeah, you can let that run, and if that one's profitable, then you can throw another into the mix and see if that one's profitable too. I mean, as long as your ads are profitable, it's safe to scale ad spend, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So like every time you do scale, every time you but like in your end, but we won't need 2 ads a month, right? Back to you by Monday.
Cool. Would you want to set, I mean, maybe it's easier for you, me, and your marketing team to set up a call together later today. Would that work?
I'll see. It's Friday, so Friday's a little bit tough. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just be honest with you. For me, like I have I think about 6 deliveries today.
Damn.
So and then amongst like all the other stuff on Fridays. Fridays is really really tough for us. But like you know, luckily my she person that does all my marketing is my girlfriend, my live-in girlfriend. So we're here. So we'll definitely have a conversation about it.
Gotcha.
And so everything it goes into her, I mean, just to see what we can do and if this makes sense. I mean, look, it sounds pretty fair to like what you're doing and what you can create. And I mean, we do like again, we do have those things, and but like if we can get something that kind of goes and makes sense, because I mean, like if you look at our page, we're doing a lot of video ads, a lot of
tons of content,
tons of content, and
yeah.
then it's something to where like we do all this stuff. So let me talk to them and then see what they think. I mean,
right.
I like it, but we got to say, okay, we're already doing this, we're having this, and then maybe I do like it. So
yeah, okay.
I like your style and what you're doing and how you're doing the stuff. I mean, like, even your you have an answer for everything that I've said so far and I asked for. And like, I mean, my thing is like you're not going like, hey, I want $1,000 a month for making the videos, and then another $4,000 months to handle your ads, which a lot of times you're like, okay, I mean, a lot of time to be able to post and stuff like that and set that up on Meta. It's really like, when we found this thing out is, I mean, it's a simple thing to have it set up, do all the check, the checks on it, and then you just gotta look at it daily to see how it's performing. If something's not performing, you take it out, put another one in.
Right? That just summarizes exactly how to run advertisements. It's like, why do agencies charge $4K for that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's and then it doesn't take long at all.
Yeah.
So this is how they make just like make a ton of money doing this. So
yeah.
So it's something like that. So let's I like everything, and if you please feel free to kind of like sum up the stuff that you sent me. I'm gonna also look at more of your website and then just kind of go over everything, like
Yep, I got a lot more info there, which is good. Would you want to just like set up a call between us same time Monday then, 7:30 a.m. to check in?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe what we'll do is I'll thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, I fucking botched the sales process because I went into it with like, oh, I just want to get info. They're probably not going to buy, so I just want to get information. And then I realized, oh shit, these people can actually buy. So I skipped a ton of the questions I should have asked. I was just trying to get info. And then I had to kind of pivot from I'm just gaining info to I'm trying to sell. So I did a terrible part on pitching. I should have just stuck to the script from the start, because that first call I did was killer. And this one, man, you fucked up. But He'll talk to them. I mean, like, I know how this shit goes. He's going to talk to them. No, we don't need the creatives. He's going to forget to explain the selling points, and I'm not going to get the close. Whatever. It's out of my control. I probably won't even get the meeting on Monday morning. But we got the call. So we got more information about this product. And that's what I really wanted, and that's what I'm happy about. So that is my third... I think that's my third call for Icon Rocklear so far. And so that's already enough, but I'm going to keep making these cold calls, and I'm going to hopefully get more meetings, because all I'm trying to get is info, you know. If what I'm offering is actually valuable and actually solves a problem, I should have been able to close him there, or he should be sold on it. If he comes back Monday and he's like, you know, it's cool, but it's not really what we need. Totally fine. It just means that what I'm offering isn't valuable enough, you know? I shouldn't need to convince him that much. I gave him all the info.
Unlimited Autostop, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
Good. How can I help you?
I'm good. My name's Alistair. I saw you guys have Icon Rock, like you're the license holder for Rocklear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to be completely honest then. This is a sales call, so I'm going to give you the option to either hang up now or give me 30 seconds.
What do you need, man? What do you got?
Right, I appreciate your time. Yeah, thank you. So basically, I'm a Rocklear creative specialist, and one of my clients I've actually helped generate nearly 1,000 Rocklear installations for in the past 2.5 years, just using my Rocklear proven specific ad creatives. I'm wondering, how's your marketing with Rocklear going? Like, are you getting a lot of appointments? Are they high ticket? Are they time wasters? What's going on?
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that product anymore. Like, I don't know. That fucking company sucks balls.
Really?
I think they're all a bunch of fucking hillbillies.
What was this guy's name? I forgot this guy's name. Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Can you
Yeah. Sorry, I was getting two calls at once. This is Jeremy, right?
This is Jeremy.
Nice. You're the Rocklear license holder in Maine?
Correct.
Okay, well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. My name's Alistair, and this is a Rocklear sales call. I'm not affiliated with them, but you can give me 30 seconds or hang up now. Hello?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, awesome. Nice. So basically, I've worked with another Rocklear installer in Calgary, Alberta, up here in Canada, and I helped them generate nearly 1,000 installs in the last 2.5 years using my Rocklear proven specific ad creatives. It's the only product I market, and I've been doing it for a while. Now, I'm just wondering, in terms of your marketing for the product, how's that been going? Are you pushing it? Are you not? Why not?
I'm not really pushing it, to be honest. I don't really believe in the product too much. I will be back to the shop roughly in about 2 months. A lot of heavy weight on my shoulders that I haven't been able to figure out. I mean, I got it to where it is now, you know, and industry has this way of marketing it to be the best shit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, you know, and I'm not saying I don't believe in the product. I'm saying it is for what it is. And, you know, it's a protective coating for your vehicle. It's, you know, and, you know, you're gonna love it. And they love it the day they pick it up.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, buddy. I had to turn the camera off because that call, like, that was an 18-minute cold call, and he wasn't even qualified by minute 5, and he just kept talking for another 13 minutes. I'm over here, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna turn off the camera.
Midnight Customs in DK, how can I help you?
Hey, Cooper. Cooper?
How we doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just wondering, so you guys are in Maine, yeah. I'm just wondering, are you the Rocklear license holder for Maine?
Yeah, I am.
Sweet. Okay, so
I own most of Maine.
Okay, gotcha. That's good. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you then. My name's Alistair, and this is a sales call. It's related to Icon Rocklear, so I can either, you can either hang up on me or you can give me 30 seconds.
Okay, go ahead.
Sweet, man. Appreciate it. So basically, I've helped another Rocklear installer in Calgary, Alberta, up here in Canada, generate nearly 1,000 installations in the past 2.5 years using my Rocklear specific ad creatives. Now, I'm just wondering.
Who is it?
Tap and Shine.
Tap and Shine?
Yeah. And I'm just wondering, how's your guys' marketing going with Rocklear? How hard are you pushing it? What does that kind of look like?
We push pretty hard.
Nice. Are you guys fully booked up with it?
No, obviously this is a hard time of year, winter, so.
Definitely. I mean, in Alberta, it gets, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it gets to about negative 20 degrees Celsius, which is nuts, and it's snowing all the time. So I understand that, but I mean, you would see that as a hard time of year for most ceramic coating installers. When you position Rocklear in a different category, like I've done for Tap and Shine, the framing becomes a little different, and they're more willing to get stuff done in the slow season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just.
Are you the one that reached out to my Instagram, I think it was?
Most likely, yes.
Maybe it was Facebook?
Probably Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually right in the middle of something. I'll reach out to you later.
Right, okay. Can I call back in like an hour?
I'm actually pretty busy, so, I mean, I'll message you.
All right. Sounds good, man. No worries.
All right.
Take care, Cooper.
Yep, bye.
Bye. All right. He's not going to message me, bro. I'm not fucking dumb. Just tell me you're not interested. I think my opening is good, and then I tell them, like, how's your marketing going? I think that's pretty shit. Like, I think I should ask him an open-ended question. I'm just wondering, how much time do you waste every day having to explain this product to customers, to skeptical customers? Oh, man, I mean, like, fuck! It's fucking every day, man! Like, that's probably the response I'm gonna get. Also, I'm really good at finding the owners' names. I probably get like 90% of the owners, I can find their names. Hi, my name's Alistair. Okay, this one I didn't get their name because I started the initial video with hi, my name's Alistair. Washington, Columbia. Dude, I don't understand fucking geography because I'm trying to call these people and be like, hey, are you the owner of the license in X city? And then there's like, Virginia, but it's Maryland, but it's Washington, but it's District of Columbia. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is it? Where do you what the fuck is Virginia? What the fuck is District of Columbia? Dayton? I'm so confused. So do I say you're from Virginia? Would it be weird if I said Vienna? Maryland? I'll just say Virginia. Fuck it.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Hey, it's Alistair.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message.
Dickhead.
Sorry to take you wait. This is how can I help you?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I saw, so yeah, you are the Icon Rocklear license holder in Saginaw, correct?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Okay, so my name's Alistair, and I'm going to be completely honest, this is a sales call, so you can either hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then decide.
Sure, what do you got?
I appreciate it. Thank you. So basically, I've helped another Rocklear installer in Calgary, Alberta, up in Canada, generate nearly 1,000 installations for Rocklear in the last 2.5 years using my proven Rocklear specific ad creatives. And I'm just wondering, how much time do you think you have to waste every day having to explain this product to skeptical customers?
Well, our problem lies before that even.
Okay.
I don't even get a phone call a day about it.
Really? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, it's new to the area. I don't know that we have as broad of a market for it as other areas do. But I mean, we do spend a fair amount of dollars on marketing towards this. But I mean, I'm always keeping our options open. So I mean, if you've got a different plan you'd like to propose, I'd be more than happy to hear you out.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. So what have you guys tried so far for marketing for it?
We've done radio, we've done web ads, we do Google ads, things like that.
Okay, cool. But you haven't tried like visual videos describing the product, because what I've found is the more visual you get with Icon, showing, you know, the different things it protects against, the sort of regional pain points, because every city is different and people buy it for different reasons in every city. That's when you start getting more educated buyers and people understand the product and they go, oh, this is what Icon protects against. Have you guys tried that?
So that's on our list to get done this spring, is to do some more video type marketing. What we do with those videos, we don't have a great plan put in place yet. But yeah, doing a video or two is pretty high on our list right now as far as priorities go.
Interesting. So that's exactly actually what I do is I make videos specifically for Icon Raw Clear that sells the product. Now I've been doing this for 50 to 100 years. That's not true. I've done 50 to 100 videos for Icon Raw Clear selling this on social media. And I don't actually run the ads, I just do the videos. So it's pretty simple to do that back end, and I recommend you guys do it in-house instead of hiring an agency, because you can get screwed over pretty easily. But what I'd be able to do is provide you with videos that educate and pre-sell the customers so that everyone in your area that you're targeting knows what Icon Raw Clear is, they know what the benefits are, and they don't need to justify the price. So by the time they call you, they're pretty much like halfway there.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Now,
Cool.
what company are you with?
My company is Standout Content. The client that I mentioned is Tap and Shine. I'm a freelancer. I don't work directly with them necessarily. Like I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just a freelancer. I work for them.
I understand. Yep. What was the company name again that you worked with?
Tap and Shine. Tap and Shine in Calgary, Alberta.
I mean, I would have to think if you can sell that much of it in Calgary, why couldn't I sell it here? You know, I mean, I don't know what the demographic looks like up there, but
Tons of trucks.
Suffer from seasonal business flows, in the wintertime, and obviously that's worse in Calgary than it is here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. I think I mean, if it makes sense with you, like a 15-minute chat maybe later today, and we can kind of go over a bit more in pricing and see if it even makes sense for me to make some ads for you guys. What do you think?
So the guy that makes that ultimate decision is off today. He has Fridays off. Can you do me a favor? If I give you my email address, can you email me a little bit more information, and then probably put something together and meet up maybe Monday, Tuesday next week?
Sure. Yeah, I can definitely send you the email. Is there any time that I can call you back on Monday where I can kind of just check in to see, because your email box probably gets flooded?
Yeah, so email me today and then check back on Monday after 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That was pretty good. I got through Gatekeeper easily. You just the thing with getting through the Gatekeeper, you don't want to say oh, I do marketing or something, because they understand that. You want to say, oh, I'm looking for the master licensee of Maine Icon Raw Clear, or something like that. They're like, oh fuck, I gotta get the phone through. This guy's probably got some fucking audit for us or some bullshit. You want to use big complex words. I used to, back when I was first doing SMMA, and they would ask me what it was for, and I didn't have a good response. Instead of saying marketing or something, I would say client acquisition for high ticket services. So it sounds a bit more professional, and it definitely helps. It definitely helps over going, Oh, marketing. Oh, Facebook ads. What are you calling regarding? Facebook ads. I don't think anyone does that, but if you do, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Yo, we are chunking through this list. That is sick. We definitely should be able to finish cold calls today. And then, like, my goal was to have this market validated by the end of the week. Naturally, cold calling on a Friday, you're gonna book meetings on a Monday, and it's not gonna be... It's not gonna... Oh, shit, I almost sent this guy... Have I been sending people emails on my fucking personal? Oh, I'm so retarded. Anyways. Yeah, naturally, I'm gonna book meetings on a Monday. But my main thing is basically like validate most of the market, take calls on Monday, and then like Monday is the final day. Like Monday I'm moving on to the next idea, or I'm moving on to how to pivot in this market, and I'll be collecting final info on Monday. It might be good because if I can figure out what I want to do, then on Monday I can reposition the sales calls to give me more info about the new thing. I just got a call back from one of my leads, and he opened with like, "Hello, sir. This is Jonathan from yada yada yada. I got a missed call from this number. How may I help you?" And so I, asked him, "Oh, I'm looking for Tony. Do you have his number?" And then he gave me his number, and I hang up all good. I'm like, wow, interesting. He just gave me his number. 5 seconds later, I get another call from the same number. I pick it up, and I hear, "Hello, sir. This is Jonathan from yada yada yada. How may I help you?" In the exact same tone, bar for bar. It sounded like a recorded voice clip. So immediately I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, this is AI. This is like, and I'm like, damn, I'm so stupid. I was talking to an AI receptionist thinking it was a real person. And then he just goes, no, it's not AI. I'm just Jonathan. I'm like, wait, so you're not AI? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, dude, you just called me. Like, why are you calling me again? And he just started laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So that, yeah, like that guy was chill as hell. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Brandon, it's Alistair. We had a call for 10 a.m. today. I'm just wondering if you are still available at that time, or if maybe another time would work well. Anyways, I'll give you a call back in 5 minutes to see if maybe you're no longer busy. But yeah, thanks, man. Take care. All right, so it's currently 10:30 a.m. I got to head out for a doctor's appointment soon, so I'm not going to continue cold calls until I'm back, probably like 2 p.m., maybe 1 p.m.-ish. But at the moment, here's where we're at. I haven't collected all the data. Like, I got to organize this a bit better too. But all of the white spaces, so just these ones at the bottom are the ones who we haven't reached out to yet. The gray ones are people who have, like, well, yeah, look at the right here. People who have not answered. So there's actually a lot of people who aren't even picking up the phone. It might just be because of luck. It also might be because I'm calling with a different area code than they're used to. So most detailers I know are pretty like on edge about that. So they won't pick up the phone if it's an outside area code. But I am going to re-follow up with all of them. I already have quite a bit, but at some point, like, you kind of just got to call them dead leads if you fucking followed it. If you tried calling them like 5 times. I used to not even recall back people who wouldn't pick up or wouldn't respond to my message on Insta, which is a terrible idea. Now I'm doing a lot better at making sure no leads are slipping through the cracks. But there is a line that you have to draw. I mean, if every time someone didn't answer the phone, I kept, trying to reach out to them and I kept them on the lead sheet, acting like they are a lead that I might be able to get in contact with, then I wouldn't get through this fucking thing for the next 2 weeks. The main thing here is just gather info, and I'm already gathering such great info. What I've basically summed up, and I haven't even put my transcripts into ChatGPT yet, but if I were to just go off my brain, I know a lot about this market. I know everyone deals with having to explain Icon Rocklear to prospects. They all deal with this issue where they're not necessarily lacking people coming in, but they're lacking leads who are qualified, who, don't waste their time, who just want, they're spending a lot of time the sales process, having to explain educate, okay, they don't even book an appointment. They've only got like a 10% close rate, so they're wasting a ton of time. That's the issue. But the other issue is that they hate agencies. Every single detailer hates fucking agencies. If they had the option to do it in-house or do it with an agency and get the same result, they'd go with in-house. So that's another thing I can leverage is, you know, you don't have a leads problem, you have a sales problem, and you hate agencies. So how do you solve your sales problem and how do you solve your lead quality problem without hiring an agency? This is how. That's currently where my mind is going. So it's good to get that clarity. We had a no-show for a call earlier today, which kind of sucks. But we've so far done 3 calls, and we should have another one with one of the master licensees who owns like the licenses for all the Northern California shops. That is at 1 p.m. If he shows for that, that'll be so much info from that guy, which is awesome. And then there's a couple people today who were like, call back Monday, let's book a meeting. I've got 3 people who want me to call back on Monday to either have the meeting or to book the meeting. So I might call them, I might not. Who knows? If it's like low-hanging fruit, I might as well, but we'll see. Otherwise, yeah. Keep on moving on.
I don't do any kind of, dealership, commercial type of jobs. It's all retail stuff.
Right, and over the times you guys have kind of, since 2009, like the products have probably changed quite a bit. Was ceramic coating even as popular as it was now back then?
I was definitely ahead of the curve. I flew out to Vegas back in 2010, and I signed up with OptiCoat, and so I've been installing their product for a long-ass time, which, is, in my opinion, still the best ceramic coating out there. But, I just run into a lot of my higher-end clients wanting PPF, and I know when I don't have the PPF to offer, they get the PPF somewhere else, and most of the time I end up losing them for ceramic as well. So I decided to go look for another product that I thought could compete against PPF, and that's why I have it.
That makes sense. Okay. So what do you think is your favorite thing about this whole, journey, your whole business?
I open up at 9 and close at 5.
Right. You like how everything's
Monday
within that window.
Yeah, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and I don't have to report to anybody. It's just kind of my own thing.
Okay.
But actually, my son's on board now, and so it's kind of nice. I get to spend a lot of time with him.
Right. So autonomy over your own life, basically. You basically get to live it exactly how you want.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. What's the opposite of that, then? What do you not like?
Oh, that I'm 56 years old, and I can't go at it as hard as I used to.
The body is lagging behind the mind a bit.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, it has its moments for sure.
Right. Yeah, totally. I definitely get it. I'm not 56, but I definitely understand what you mean. You want to grow, but as you get older, you get more tired. It's yeah.
Oh, yeah. And my son's younger, and, he's wanting to take it to a different level than I had it at. And so in order for me to make what I want to make and him make a good paycheck too, it requires additional employees. And so we've had a big growth this past year, investing in Icon, investing in the shop. We redid our whole shop and brought on a guy to bring us up to par with a good CRM tool and redesign our website and help us set up our marketing for our Facebook leads, things like that. So I spent a lot of money this past year trying to get it up to par for him to take it to another level.
Nice. At what point do you see him taking it over completely and you just retiring?
Oh, gosh. I'm definitely retiring at 62. luckily for me, I was a sales manager in the car business for a long ass time, and you know, I invested very well, so I can afford to retire a lot earlier than most, I think. But I don't know if I'll completely step away. You know, as it is now, you know, I do less and less in the shop. I still involved every day in the shop, but I'm definitely not doing the shitty details and stuff like that.
Yeah, are you guys still offering those? Like, at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we still detail.
Right, okay. Okay, well, I mean, it seems like you've definitely got a goal to set, because if you want to retire and you want to hand this thing off to your son, there's still some things that have to happen in your business to make that possible, at least easier for him. So, for me, my goal here on this call is basically to see if we can help you attract more of those high-margin services like Icon Rocklear using the right messaging and creative strategy. And before I show you a bit more on that and pricing as well, do you think I can ask a few more questions to understand your business like a bit better financially?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, cool. So first off, what's your revenue at right now, and where do you want to take that to by the time that you retire and hand it off to your son?
Oh, gosh. I mean, we're between, probably, depending on the year, honestly, anywhere from 200 to 300.
Okay.
Is
Nice.
what we do in a year. And then, you know, in order for him to make six figures, you know, we really need to be at double that to do it comfortably and bring in, you know, an extra couple employees to be able to do it right.
Right. So from 200 to 300 to, let's say, $500,000 a year.
Yeah. I mean, that would
4 years.
That would get us to $1 range. And which I understand some markets, you know, that's really high. You know, the guys that got us trained up and I bought the license off of, I mean, they're more closer to Chicago than they are Indiana, but I mean, they knock it out of the park. I mean, they really do a good job.
Right. Okay. So
I think those guys spend like $20,000 a month in marketing stuff. I mean, they're crazy.
Yeah. A lot of people push this stuff pretty hard. Are you saying that you're not really doing a lot of like external marketing for your own business for Rocklear? You're kind of just...
No, we during the winter, I definitely slowed down marketing, but I mean, last year we spent on average $2,000 to $3,000 a month in Facebook marketing.
Okay. How did that go?
Huh? I mean, I think our sales increased last year. We were coming off of a down year for some reason, but I can safely say they brought us in just on it was only about 6 months that we were up and going on it. Another 50 or 60 grand. And, you know, that's before I really knew the product well. We weren't installing good yet. I mean, you know, we've got all the processes down now, but, you know, we had a lot of irons in the fire last year with redoing the shop and bringing on the new product. And, you know, I'm somebody who doesn't borrow money. Everything I've done has just been with cash. So that was there was some hardship this past year, just getting, you know, sometimes you got to take a step backwards to go 2 steps forward. But,
so it seems like it was overall
I think it did a really
successful.
good job.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy we brought on staff, I mean, he's awesome at videoing and editing. And if you pulled us up and saw any of our ads, you'll see they're real high quality. And we definitely go after the Icon customer. And if I can't get them to believe in the product enough to spend that type of money, $2,500 to $3,000 on a car, then it's a pretty easy switch to my ceramic coating product. So.
Okay. What would the amount of people who you do talk to, what would be the amount that you do end up closing on that 2,500 average ceramic Icon?
Terrible.
Not a lot?
I'm terrible. You would think with being a sales manager in the car business and training people on sales and all that stuff for as long as I did, I'd just be closing down everybody. But I mean, I haven't been good at it. Hell, I was on ChatGPT this past week getting up a script that to help me get a good script to go. So when I start getting these leads in this year, you know, I can handle them a little bit better. just simple overcoming objections and things like that. I didn't know the product well enough. I didn't believe in it as strongly as I needed to, and, I've learned that I was switching over to a ceramic pie way too soon. I should have built more value in the product and, stuck with my guns on the value of Icon. So that's the plan for this year.
Right. I mean, that makes sense, but I find it hard to believe that someone with the sales experience that you have, like, you are the problem is why you can't sell the Rocklear appointments. That just doesn't, make a lot of logical sense.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that it's more about, how they perceive the product by the time they call you. Maybe they're expecting it's something different or it solves a different problem from what it should do. You think that might be the case?
I mean, I'm sure it's more than one thing, for sure.
Right. But it doesn't sound like a lead problem that you guys are having. It sounds like it almost sounds like a sales issue. It's like an issue on the back end rather than, you guys need to generate more leads. It's more like if you guys just doubled your conversion rate, you would grow and reach your goal without even getting any more leads.
Yeah, we were getting a pretty good amount of leads. I mean, the problem is, only a small percentage of them are responding. We use Orbis X for follow-up, and only a small percentage were messaging and wanting to know more. And, we even set it up to where if somebody starts to fill out one of our forms and they don't finish it, we still gather that information. But it's tough. You sets up follow-up. If somebody doesn't respond, sends out an email or a text, whatever it's set up to do, and then we try to call. But yeah, we've definitely got the process started. We just haven't fine-tuned it.
Right. So would you say you're kind of getting consistent inquiries for Icon, or is it unpredictable then?
When I advertise, yeah, I get lots of good leads. But
Cool.
During the winter, I find myself spending a couple $1,000, and when it starts showing up at $20 a lead, and and there aren't as many leads coming in, that's a lot of money to spend on a lead. So it's one of those things where it's all right, time for me to turn off the ads and just kind of deal with what comes into us from all our other type of, we have a nice website that generates traffic, and, we have a good Google score and things like that. So I still get leads from those guys organically without paying for my Facebook ads.
Right. I mean, totally, you could get a lower cost per lead than 20, but even if you were closing enough of them, $20 cost per lead can't be that bad. I mean, if you were to close
if I was
1
closing
3,
a decent percentage.
Yeah, of course.
But typically we get a response of, $7, $8, $9 a lead. That's what we would normally get in the summer. So
that's pretty good, depending on
$20
conversion
is
process.
not too much if we're getting people coming in to talk about the product. And that's the thing. It's a lot easier to close when they're there than it is over the phone.
Okay, gotcha. So you think that when these people reach out, you mentioned earlier before we took that little break, you think it's more of an educating process before it's a selling process?
Put a little bit of education into our ads that pop up, and but there's only so much you can do. You can try to get them excited and get them to contact you for more information, but as in anything you're trying to sell, it's easy to get somebody somewhat interested off a quick ad, and then they come off the ether, and it's like, okay, what happened? Where'd they go?
Right. I mean, I guess when you give them minimal information, you're not really sure their motives for applying out the form. You're not really sure. But if you can tailor the ad to such a specific person who drives a specific car that deals with, regional issues, and when it comes to environmental damage, then by the time they call, exactly the reason why they called and what problems they're trying to get rid of. And that's kind of what I try to do with my creatives, is position them in that way.
Sure.
So
I would. It'd be a lot easier for sure if they came in already with a lot of good information.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what I'm kind of noticing on these calls is that I'm finding that about most of these installers, 70 to 80% of their profit is coming from Rocklear, but their messaging doesn't necessarily reflect that. Their ads, website, and social content kind of still positions them as like a detailer who's selling this, you know, fancy coating rather than a complete paint protection system that is going to protect your car from depreciation and preserve its resale value. Now, if your marketing positioned you as the authority in your area for Icon Rocklear and not just another detailer who offers ceramics and general coatings, do you think that would considerably change your business?
If other people had Icon Rocklear?
If other people saw you as just the vehicle protection, vehicle depreciation protection company, basically, instead of just a company that sells, you know, shiny coatings.
Yeah, I mean, that's the advantage of selling Icon is, you know, it's not so much about the gloss and stuff like that. I mean, people, they know for that kind of money, they're going to get gloss. But, yeah, it's the protection and the ease of repair of the product that tends to get most of my customers. You know, they want seamless edges like a ceramic coating. They don't want PPF that they have to worry about peeling or turning yellow, things like that. So, I mean, that's how I generally end up getting them when I get them to that point. But yeah, it's all about the protection. And, you know, as good as my ceramic coating is, it's still not the same level of protection that you get from Icon Rocklear.
Right, and even that's kind of hard to, you know, demonstrate in ads because even for ceramic coating ads, people say that it offers protection. I've seen people claim scratch resistance, you know, UV protection, bird droppings like the acidity in the bird poop, water spots, like all these sorts of things. So there's protection there which customers see because they don't understand the nuance like you and I when it comes to these coatings. And then they also see protection from Icon. So it's still positioned in the same bucket. Whereas if you can differentiate it by just saying, no, this is like full vehicle protection from resale value and depreciation, no one advertises ceramic like that. So that's kind of how you put it in its own category.
Sure.
Yeah. And so basically for the past few years, I've tested dozens of different creative angles, like different hooks, regional pain points, offer combinations, visual animations, all of that sort of thing, specifically for Rocklear. And that means that we're basically able to build ads that, one, pre-sell the value of Rocklear, two, separate you from buyers who simply compare it to ceramic, because that's what a lot of buyers do, is they think it's just another coating. Three, attract buyers who already understand the price range and see, oh, it's more expensive than ceramic because of this, and you don't need to explain that to them. And then obviously four, filter out low-ticket shoppers. So all you got to do is, if you already have these ad systems in your CRM, is you simply take these creatives that I made that solve those exact four problems, plug them into your current system, and all of a sudden you're getting more qualified leads and you're having to spend less time selling, and you're also making more money per sale because your conversion rate increases. So yeah, does something like that sound like it would benefit your business?
In theory, yeah.
Right, okay. Well, I only work with one detailer per metro area because, I mean, if I worked with all of you guys and, you know, it would all become very diluted, right? So at the moment, I'm still calling some shops in Indiana and I'm trying to figure out who is the most committed, and you kind of seem like you've got a better long-term goal than most people. So I'm wondering if you'd kind of be interested in what I've got to present here for price. All you do, drop it in your ad account, replace the ads, and simple as that, they just start running, and then over time you start getting more qualified leads. Now, our partnership is a $1,500 fee for the first month, and then any other month after that is $1,000 per month.
And so you're just producing the video and that's it?
Yep. So I just do the videos because I've been making them for over 2.5 years now. So usually with advertising, you have to do a lot of testing, and you find out the videos you make don't perform well, and you can't use them. With me, I've already done the testing. So you basically skip the line, skip that hard part, and get creatives that are proven to work right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And so that basically means if the positioning helps you book just a single additional rock layer install per month, it pays for itself, and everything beyond that is upside. And these creatives, because they're proven, they can work for over 2 years, generating you money.
So you think the ads that we've been producing are not the type of quality that you're going to produce?
It's more about, I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, because it sounds like
No, you're not.
Your video
I'm just
guy's
curious.
doing a great job. But based on
Oh,
what
I know their editing and videoing is, second to none. But I'm talking about what you're going to have included in the marketing versus what we provide.
Yeah, so they're basically... Yeah, exactly. Because you guys wouldn't be dealing with these small issues if you had positioned your raw clear ads in the way that I do.
Okay.
Or at least
That's
not
fair.
at the extent that you currently have.
Yeah. I mean, we produced some really good stuff, but it was our first year doing it without anybody having any experience whatsoever on marketing on Facebook or detailing, ceramic coating, Icon Rock Clear. I mean, so yeah, I mean, we definitely, I signed up with a company when I first picked up Icon, and he come pretty highly recommended as an Icon guy, and I think Aaron and those guys have produced pretty much all of his stuff that he has online to market towards Icon people, and it just can you hold on one second?
Sure.
I'm not going to hang up.
Okay.
All right. Hi, it's Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Yes.
It's Taylor Bennett calling on behalf of Superior Home. And how are you today?
I'm fine.
Oh, that is great to hear. And just so that you're aware, this call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. Actually, the reason that we're calling today is to follow up on your request for more information about... hello?
Bug off. So yeah, anyway, this guy, his name was Sal, and I can't remember the name of his company, but honestly, I didn't feel like it did what he said it would do, and he basically does something very similar to what you're telling me, although he has his own way of helping out people with scripts and things like that, and of course they have other ways of having their staff take the phone calls and try to get them a little bit more qualified before they find their way to me, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't impressed with the videos that he made for us, and so that's kind of why we decided, okay, at that expense, I can bring somebody else in, and I can afford to have some trial and error with them. But I mean, it's interesting that you called, because we knew it was one of my son's friends from college, and he went and worked for Andretti Racing, took a new job a couple weeks ago, and we knew it was going to be somewhat temporary with what we had him for. So now it's just me and my son going forward with it on our own. So it is interesting that you called, especially the timing. So I
Sometimes
guess
it's
I would
like
need
that.
to see an example of what you've done, and I know you said how many you helped the place and or at wherever at in Canada to do. I mean, that's pretty impressive to do that many rock clears in that short amount of time.
Yeah. So are you currently driving right now? Because I can send you something to literally look at on the call right now and let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm mobile. I'm on the Malaysia airport.
Oh, really?
But
Are you traveling?
could email me. Oh no, I'm picking up my wife. She's been in Chicago for business this week.
Nice, nice.
but I would like to see it, and I'd be glad to pull up my email later.
Sure. What if I send it over to you, and then we maybe have a follow-up chat? Do you talk on the weekends, just to kind of wrap things up? Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, we could spend a little time.
Cool.
What I'd like to do is the information that you're sharing with me, I'd like to forward it on to my son as well and get his take on it.
Yeah.
I let him kind of make a lot of these type of decisions because that's kind of he wants to run with that part of it. And so I really put a lot of responsibility on him. I mean, he's younger, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. And so it may be a situation where I even set up another phone call so that you can walk him through it and go over whatever you're going to send me in the email.
Totally. I mean, it's pretty simple. I got a website link that I'm going to be sending you, and then also a Google Drive link for one of my recent creatives, and it's one that is about combining PPF with Icon Rocklear, so you can kind of see how I position it. It's very informative. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about once you watch the videos. A bit more like infomercial type of style thing. So I'll send that over to you.
Yeah, no, we don't do PPF, just so you know.
No, that's fine. It's just an example for one of my other clients. So, you can do double layer Icon Rocklear, triple layer front end, single layer on the rest.
Sure.
Every shop does it differently.
Yep. Okay.
So, okay, I'll send it over. And is there a time, like, obviously, yes, meeting with your son would be great, but ultimately it's up to your decision. You are the owner for now, so you can show it to your son. But is there a time that we could meet tomorrow? Just 5 minutes, get your thoughts on it, see if you're in.
Yeah, there is. I'm trying to think. I know my wife has some plans for tomorrow. Shouldn't be too early in the day, but I would say something like around noon would probably be okay. But no, he's part owner. I don't own 100% of it anymore. So.
Okay, so definitely both of you guys. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But noon, you think noon would be a good time to shoot for tomorrow? I can shoot you a reminder email, maybe an hour before.
Yep, that would be good.
Okay, so we'll go for noon. I'll give you a call on this number, but as for tomorrow, I'll shoot you an email at 11 a.m. So check around for that. And
I'm on Eastern time, just so you know.
Oh no, totally. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that won't be a problem.
Okay.
So just if the timing doesn't work, then please reply to the email. Let me know. Otherwise, I'm sending over the info now. I appreciate it, Robin. Thank you very much.
All right. Yep, good talking to you.
Awesome. You too. Have a good weekend. Okay, so that was literally the last cold call of the day turned into a meeting. Pretty sick. Let me just send this email off and then cue you guys in. 9, 10, like a total of like 10 meetings out of those people, which is like 8%, 7%, which is pretty decent. It's good. I spent this last 2 weeks just validating a market. I know more about Icon Rocklear now than I used to, and I know the actual problems, and I know I don't know what they need because I'm going to compile all this information, but I have the info to find that out. So I'm going to go rip this into ChatGPT and show you what I find once I am done. Testing. Okay, so it's currently about 2 weeks later from that last clip. I'm just editing the video, like 3 hours long. And actually what was meant to happen was I had another week after that week where I recorded the whole week and I was going to make another video for it. But that week and the first week that you just saw are basically the same. So what happened after that first week is I got the data from the Icon Rocklear installers, and I basically found out that the problem they have isn't really in creatives, it's in sales. And even though my creatives do help them with the sales, they don't really see it that way. They see the sales as the issue. So if I were to actually help them, it would be some sort of sales guide, some sort of sales framework, some script, some sort of software to directly sell their current leads, wouldn't be creatives. The client that I have, who I've worked with for the past 2.5 years, just happens to be literally a 0.01% detailer, and there's not a lot of people like him. He's basically a unicorn. He just so happens to have every other process down pat, and all he needs are branding consistent creatives. Now, not a lot of detailers need that. Not a lot of detailers care about consistent branding in their creatives. They just need leads and then worry about the sales later. And so what I did after this week, once I ran out of Icon Rock Layer installers and I realized that, is okay, I need to expand markets. Let me target automotive paint protection shops so then I can find more people. And so in 1 week, I cold called about over 600 of them. And I quickly found out that they also don't really need creatives. Their issue, once again, was sales. It was either sales or hiring. It had nothing to do with, I want to get my creatives dialed in, because really getting any sort of creatives is what you need as a shop. Getting your current creatives to optimized creatives is just that final 10%. Most of these people have a lot of other stuff to do before they need to worry about that. They got their website their whole funnel to design and get better. They've got their sales process to get better. They've got their follow-up system to get better. Automations, all of this thing. Creatives would be the final thing that takes them over the line, and they didn't really see having higher quality creatives as a way that they could help. And the way that I know that is because I tried launching a $99 a month product where I would literally just take my templates of my already performing creatives and give them to shops to stitch together so they can make their own videos just using my pre-edited templates. And even then, it was a $99 a month offer. For people to sign up to secure their spot at $99 a month before it doubled in price, all they would need to do is put their name, put their email, their shop's name, their phone number in a form, and boom, they're secured. No payment method even, and they can secure their spot. I had 610 calls. Out of those, I had 2 people who I actually got on the cold call to open up my site. Let me show you. I got 2 people to actually go on this site right here where it's got the form and it's got the examples and it's got the proof, and all they need to do is just put in their fucking name, phone number, and email, and boom, your spot's secured. It's completely free. I had 2 people get on that site and they wouldn't even fill out the fucking form. They wouldn't even fill out a free form that took 10 seconds. That's how uninterested they were in this product. People in detailing, like, there are some, don't get me wrong, there are some that do care about creatives. But really, people don't give a fuck. It's more of a sales issue that this industry has. And so I've kind of found out that, okay, I spent 2 weeks testing, 1, the rock layer industry, but 2, the automotive paint protection industry. And none of them, my current skill set of video editing just doesn't help them. And that's fine. So I'm just going to move on to something new. And I know it sucks because my savings account is still draining and I need to find something quick. So, basically, what I'm doing now is, okay, back to the basics. I have a really good skill in video editing. I need a market that I can't spend time testing. I need a market that I know needs video editing. YouTubers. YouTubers always need video editing. I've done a lot of podcast intros for people. So at the moment, I'm either going to target general YouTubers or podcast YouTubers and do those 60-second hype ups in the beginning of the podcast. So I'm going to do that. It sounds like a shiny object. It fucking might be, but video editing for YouTubers. That is what I'm doing right now. That is what I'm doing until I get to 5K a month, and then I'll worry about the rest later. Video editing for YouTubers. The niche might be podcast, it might be school owners, I don't know what it is, but it is video editing for YouTubers is the business that I'm currently building. It's March 15th, 2026. I've got like 3K in my bank account. Like, I need to make something work quick, otherwise I am literally fucked. So yeah, you're going to see these next videos are going to be me showing you guys the process of rebuilding my video editing business, just back to the basics, starting a video editing business with a lot of skills from complete scratch. You're going to see how I do it, what sort of outreach strategies I do, my sales process, how much I'm charging. You're going to see everything. So that's what I'm currently working on. That's the goal. And that's how I'm going to get to 10K a month. So let's give it a go.